Ain't that annoying, honestly? We got to start from the beginning. And we have to do a separation, complete separation between you and me. Because I've noticed this just from doing this for a while. Wendell, I see you. When you do this for a while, you notice some patterns. When you come to this, you think, I'm going to approach it this way. When the other guy comes to this, he says, I'm going to approach it this way. And then the other person comes to this, then I'm going to approach it this way. Some people say, I'm going to approach it. I'm going to approach it in a way where this is an investment. I'm going to do 2 years, get up a bunch of money, and I'm going to go do what I really want. Right? What ends up happening with people who approach it in that way is they end up getting stuck. Then they can't leave. And then they're on here saying, this isn't worth it. I am not part of the club that came in thinking this is just, this is just something I'm doing. Right? I'm just doing it to be doing it. I didn't come in that way. I came into the game with the thought process that this was a way out. So me and you may have separate experiences. And as I get older, I am learning that that is okay. I'm also learning that the people talking to me don't know that that's okay yet. So when I come on here and I tell you that this is worth it, you may feel, nah, I don't feel it's worth it. You hear me? And I may have a not understanding of what type of person you is. And I may just snap at you, not understanding that Tyrone's parents had a real good marriage. And you went to Cranbrook. That's a private school. And you decided not to go into a lane of academia. You decided to not to go into corporate America because you didn't have a thing for the books. Some of these fools on here, moms is an accountant and their dad is an administration. They went to university. They got a brother who went to college. They got a sister that's an RN. And they was a knucklehead. And they didn't do none of that. They went into trucking because they thought it was going to be easy. Peace to the God of rebirth. You hear me? This is going to be a breeze. Right? And they get in here, they don't feel good about it. And I'm going to tell you why. You decided to not take the path that your parents set down for you with that real good marriage in Cranbrook. And you decided to take the, how can I make the money without doing the schoolwork? And you picked a job that is, as far as what your family set forth to you, is beneath you. I said it. I'll let that mold on. I'll let that simmer. It is beneath your class. It is beneath where your house is. Where your mom live, truckers don't live. You go into the game and you realize you don't get the admiration that if you would have went the academic way. You don't get the admiration that your brother and your sister get. And you always got a pit in your stomach. Because the truth is, you picked a job under your class. Me, Dirty Broke, Juop. We come from laborious people. My father was a trucker. My stepfather was a trucker. My aunt was a trucker. My granddaddy was a trucker. 4 of my brothers are truckers. You hear me? So you're in the gumbo to rebirth. Dirty Broke's over there saying you can make this kind of money, you can, so and so and so. But at the same time, what you're looking for isn't money. What you're looking for isn't money. Peace to the God. You're looking for social standing and status. And what you're realizing in trucking, know how much money you make, you won't get it. You're not going to get it. So then you come on here and you're screaming it ain't worth it. When I say it is worth it, then I'm dumb. Oh, it ain't worth it. Better things you can do. But my question is, you was set up to do those better things. You didn't do it, did you? You didn't do it. You have a mom at the crib that can help you with the accountant's exam. You didn't do it. You got a brother that went to college that can tell you how to pledge. You didn't do it. Right? You got a sister that can help you tutor through high school. You didn't do it. You didn't do it. So you dipped down a class, went to a private school for trucking, right? Because your dad paid for it. Forget about it. Went to a private school, jumped in a truck, started driving. Thought I want to have a business. Least they took your butt cheeks. And here we are. Your butt hunter on the internet finding every single group of truckers to tell them this job ain't worth it. And when I come on here and I tell you I've been in this game for 11 years, it is still single-handedly the best thing. Someone's sick in my crib, so I'm washing my hands a lot. That's why my shit is ashy. So for y'all not to get on me, it is the best thing I ever done in my life, and I'll tell you that with conviction. I've seen more places. I've ate better food. I've met more people. I've been to more coast. I've cashed more checks. I've had more life experience doing this job. I have a special place in my heart for trucking. And if you, from now on, if you come to me, you hear me? If you come to me and want to whine about how it's not worth it, I'm going to bite your head off. Because you got the option to go home and get in the books. Stay at your mama house. Drink all the cranberry juice. And go to college. And they'll make sure your car note and your insurance is paid while you're going through that trade school. A lot of us don't have that. So I believe that it's disingenuous for you to run around the trucking industry and tell everybody who don't got a mom to run back to that it ain't worth it and affect their morale. To the downtrodden, it's the best thing going. But you don't care. We don't know what Dirty Broke would have been if he didn't have trucking. We don't know that. He could have been the next kingpin in New York. We don't know that. We don't know what path he'd have took if he didn't do what he did to trucking. We don't know what you would have been. We don't know what I would have been. So when you come in, you're showing your class privilege above us, and you're saying, I don't know why y'all are into this. This isn't worth it. Niggas had nothing to eat. Trucking gave cats a place to live and grind and get their money up and fix their credit. You understand? It meant something to us. And it sickens me that you're allowed to be here and you don't want to be. And it'd be different if you suffered in silence. But you show up to every live saying this is BS, this is BS. Trying to infect everybody else that don't got your mama's house to run back to. You do not believe when we tell you that trucking saved our life. You don't believe it. Because it is far from your reality. But I don't do this for you. How can I? I didn't come from your experience. I can't even speak from that angle. But what I don't get is that if you come from that, all your people's collegiate, you got a nice crib, you live in the suburbs, why don't you go to a collegiate channel and a suburb channel? Why are you here? That's a good question. Why are you here? We'll let them think on that. Wendell, appreciate the love to the Cash App. Devontae's top of the Cash App. Phil, appreciate the love. The holiest. Joran Gordon, I see you. 6 people show love for my birthday. I appreciate the love in the Cash App. It is my birthday today. I'm 39. Dirty broke, I'm old. I'm old. I'm old. That's it. It's over. Was it worth it? Man, I go anywhere I want to go. I do anything I want to do. I got money in my pocket. I got a woman that loves me. How can it not be worth it? Well, it ain't worth it for me. Then unsub, quit, and go do what's worth it. But I've never seen a more group of people that will sit at their job, don't quit. I see you, Dirty Broke. Was it worth it? That will sit at their job, don't quit. You get in the company, they tell you it's BS, and they've been there 10 years and won't leave. There's nothing worse than that guy at your job. He paid for his place he lives, his car, his clothes, his everything. His job paying him, and he's saying it ain't worth it. I should have went and did something else. And my question always comes back to you people is, what did you should have done? Tell me. Well, something else. No, what is it? What is it? What should you have done? Salute. Cam, I see you. Jamil, I see you. For the birthday. Appreciate that. What should have you have done? Watch they tell you some stuff that's out your will. Peace to the God. Oh, Juwap getting all the money. Top of the Cash App with $150. Said, can't nobody beat my number. Jew over there getting it. Appreciate the love. And now they're quiet. And now they're quiet. I would tell you that the major problem we're having in the trucking right now is the problem we're having in the world. Your mind is being influenced and changed by social media. That's why a lot of you are unhappy right now anyway. I said it. Even my friends, I go through who they follow and see stuff they shouldn't be following. You sit around on your phone watching these people live an artificial life, and you have the audacity to cover the life they're faking to you. The people you see with that life don't even have that life. If I was here, I would suggest people do a social media detox of first a week, then 30 days. Scrolling hurts you. You understand that? Scrolling hurts you. And you think, nah, man, it's just something I do at the end of the day. it hurts you. It hurts you. It influences you. It changes your mood. It sparks desires. You understand that? Of course you don't feel good about yourself. You turn the joint on, everybody's in perfect shape. Everybody lives downtown Atlanta. Everybody has perfect hair. Everybody has perfect bodies. But scratch a little deeper. These same people got beard weaves in, glued on beards. These same people using software to take the blotches off their face. These same people are taking growth hormone to get that size. These same people got fake butts and fake boobs and fake lips. These same people are renting the car you see them in. The same people are renting the house they see you see them in. So how could you watch that and make a decision? So much to the point. So much to the point that when you see me, I'm authentic. I show you what I'm. You think, well, dang man, you're broke. How am I broke? Well, you don't have a Denali. Dang, TB, you're fat. Compared to who? Well, compared to the three bodybuilders I follow. Yeah, Chris, look it up. They're gluing the beards on. They're gluing the beards on. To who? You should be in perfect shape. Who's in perfect shape? Point them out. You're gonna take me to some person that does social media and he's on growth hormones. He's not in the truck at the gym all the time and on growth hormones, and I'm supposed to look like him? Okay, well here's the thing. Well, I don't look like him, so what was I supposed to do? Well, go look like him. Why? Why? Well, I mean, if I went and looked like him and did all that stuff, I'd be faking. And you would be happier with me faking? Or would I get that big and then you say, you're on steroids? And I would be. But I come on here and just show you who I am. My beard's nappy. Forget about that. My beard's nappy. I got patches on my beard. I'm fat. Fuck you, man. I like honey buns. I say it. I like them. I get honey buns and I open both of them. And I rub the frosting on myself. Yes, that's what happens. That's the truth. Now you know the truth. Now what? Well, stop being fat and patchy beard. It's stupid. Stop looking at that stuff and bringing it here and applying it here. This is the rebirth. This is real. But you want me to go get a man Brazilian butt body lift. For what? For what? Well, I don't. Here's another thing too. I don't sell sex. Why would I get sexy when I do not sell sex? We're gonna talk about it. We're here. It's my birthday. I want to talk about what I want to talk about. So someone in here tell me right now I should go get my beard painted, go get Beijinged, and my beard glued on. I go get growth hormone. Jeremy, I see you. I go get growth hormone, right? Now I'm buff. Big swole cat. Peace to me. Now I'm buff. I'm just sitting here yeah, you know, cause we try to show you got a stick and try to. I'm just big as hell. Painted on Puerto Rican beard. Just, and here's Nappy, but right here's Puerto Rican and Arabian for no reason. And I'm just, what would that do? Why would I do that? And boosted a rebirth. Told you up to sit down. Top of the Cash App. I see you, Scorpion 100. Why would I do that? No, Emerson just swole up. Just grabbing fifth wheels. Pulling that. In the truck, holding the steering wheel. Driving down the street. in a Volvo with a freaking automatic Volvo with top-notch power steering. I'm just big as hell. That's just how I'm driving. I'm just getting out of the truck stop with the skinny mini boob straps on and just muscles big as hell. Dirty. With Jordans on and freaking Yeezys. Get out of here, man. And if I did, when you came here, what would you learn? If I was doing all that, and I was over here making you think I had part Chippewa in my blood, Puerto Rican beard. If I was up here faking the funk like that, what would you learn? I'll wait for you to respond. Tell me, what would you learn? Comment. Only 3 people chatted. I'm waiting. Only have 81 likes. And Boost, I see you. Top of the Cash App. Lakeisha. Jeremy. Cam, I see you. Thanks for the birthday love. It is my birthday. Thank you, Emerson. What the hell is this? What is the hell is this? What is he doing? Then I have a whole bunch of basic heifers around me talking about trucking and dating. Peace to the God. Trucking and dating? Really? Why is every black YouTube talks about dating? It's disgusting. Ugh. Oh my, as much as we talk about dating, as much as we expand on dating, you think we'd be the best daters this side of Mississippi. We done talked about dating for 4 years straight and nobody got nobody. I mean, it's insane. It's insanity. And you cannot speak on this unless you're super attractive. Right? So now you got all these philosophical dudes sitting up there with these huge beards. And really what happens is, see, when a man wants to do this in his love, they know they don't need a woman they have to control. They have to have a woman that understands their situation, and that is love. Most people perceive love as the constitution of a constellation. That's where you're wrong. I mean, come on. How many we got to see? Honestly. How many we got to see? If she gets your joint going, get with her, bust them cheeks. It's that simple. Why are we talking about it? Why are we talking about it? It makes no sense. I'm confused. I'll give you a bump up. Bam, bumped it up. DJ Free. That's what we doing out here. DeMarcus, I see you. Top of the cash app. We cannot figure out how to stop the brokers from stealing from the game. We can't get companies to try to give us our basic civil rights. We got rights. We can't figure out how to get down the road without DOT getting in our cheek meat. And when y'all make content, it's about sex. Sugar butt. That's what it's about. And that's what y'all came up with? Well, you know what a fixed trucking? Booty. That's what's going to fix the game. More sex, more kids. I'm confused. I don't think, I'm be real, dog. This new shit out here is garbage, bro. It pales in comparison to the Rebirth, to when it started. Why does it have to be learned? See, when we started, you had to teach something, bro. You had to teach something. Now you got to sell something. There is no portion of this industry that coincides with sex selling. None. There's no part of this business where it needs to be about butt cheeks. There's no part of this business where you need to be symbolically selling sex while you're talking about it. There's no part of this business that you need to be attractive doing this. Because when you get to the top of the citadel of power, when you get to the regime, when you get to the freaking different places in the mega carriers, and you get up to the top, it's old flabby people. Nobody's cute. Nobody's cute. Go look at that wall at your company where it's showing all the people. They're all not attractive, bro. They're all old as vampires. So tell me why, when it slides over to our people, everything's about how you look. Tell me that. Tell me when you come to tell me about trucking, you're like a fashion model. Tell me what part of the game is that? What part of the game is that? So when I go to your page, I see scattered fat butt and titty balls all around, hard. And I see you moving in a sensual way. Sensual. And I can see all your body parts, right? And I can see you walking away in heels and your cheeks is everywhere. Am I thinking about doing business with you? So when y'all see these people, are you thinking about doing business with them? All mashed together and smell good on and hair going down their back and their cheek. Boom, boom, booming. I'm thinking about doing business with you? That's what I'm thinking? And this whole time doing the re-education, no one says it. Because all of y'all ain't cahoots. All of yous. You in cahoots. It's the truth, law. I ain't make it up. It's the truth. And then if I say something like, hey, man, what is this? You're a hater. I'm hating on what? What am I hating on? My sector is trucking. I'm just asking why we're butt naked. Or I don't get it. So you're telling me, Trucker Brown, I got to put my cheeks out there? It's like, I don't get it. What that got to do with anything? What does that have to do with anything? Then we find out that 60% of y'all have no idea how to run your clock. And how could you when the teacher's in the front of the class with triple glipple D's and her cheeks out? How you gonna know about the clock? You ain't thinking about no clock. 60% of y'all don't know how to run the clock. 70% of y'all don't know the regulations in the state you're driving. 60% of y'all don't know when the company screw you over. 60% of y'all are not adding your loads up and counting them and disputing your settlements. 60% of y'all don't know you can dispute your settlement with the FCMA. I didn't even get that acronym now. You know what I'm talking about. F was it FMCSA. You don't know you can dispute your settlements and shut someone's authority down if they don't pay you. You don't know none of that stuff. You don't know what can be put on your account when you leave a company. You don't know that you can dispute what they put on your DEX score when you leave the company. But you know there's butt cheeks. That's what you do know. And they're scattered and they're wet and oily. That's all you know. That's all you know. That's all you need to know. 96% of y'all can't drive a manual. You can't drive a manual, but you know the silhouette and shape of these people. And then when you come talk to me on you love them publicly, you're commenting on their page, and there's many of them. There's not one I'm speaking on. There's many. You're commenting on these pages, telling these people they're strong people. You taught me a lot. What did they teach you? But then when your check's not right, you go to my freaking Patreon in private, send me messages and say, hey, man, I was wondering, can I send you my logs? Excuse me? Why would you do that? Why? I don't understand. Why would you want to send me your logs, bruv? Why? Let me tell you what to do with your logs, okay? Open your Qualcomm, open your phone, read the butt cheeks, and do your logs. Yeah. 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 If you read the braille of the butt cheeks, it'll tell you how to do your logs, man. Why you coming to me in private? Then you come to my show, I let you on here for free. You go to their website, it's $2.50 an hour. You sit in my live, 200 people, 100 likes is what I got right now. Nobody likes my stuff. They just come in. Nobody likes it. Appreciate that, honeydew. Nobody likes it. You don't share my stuff. You don't hit the like button. But any gem that I drop, you keep it. You run off and apply it. Get a bunch of money. Don't hit the Cash App. then come back 2 years later and says, man, you helped me make a lot of money. You know that? I just want you to know that. You just want me to know that? I help you make $100,000 a year? Yeah, dang. You ain't show me no love? You ain't tell no people on your page, bro? You didn't tell nobody on your Facebook? None of that. You didn't post and say, hey, man, if you in trucking, this the guy I listen to. You ain't do none of that. Because that's how we do, bro. That's how we do. You go to Dirty Broke. Dirty Broke. You go to Dirty Broke, listen to every word he say. Go work at the company he tell you to go work at. Make 150 grand. 150 grand. But then when we go over your Instagram, nothing on there showing love to Dirty Broke at all. I'm confused why Dirty Broke isn't my size by now. He's telling you how to get to 150,000 for the free, by the way. No gimmick. You don't share his video. Nothing. You don't post it on your page. You don't put it on your community wall. There's a young buck coming in the game, don't know nothing. That could have got some drip from Dirty Broke, went straight to 150 at 21. No, you get the drip, keep it to yourself. Or we go over to your Instagram and we see you doing Dirty Broke's material on your page like you came up with it. You know you can go over there and get tank up, make yourself $150 and be home every night, right? You got to know the lanes. Oh, come on, really? That's what we're doing? And you ask them where they work. I work at Swift. How do you know that then? I just know people. Get out of here, bro. You run off with the drip, bro. That's what you do. Then you go to the company he tell you to go to. You don't put his name down. Can't even get a brother to 250 to put his name down, whatever they get over there. Next thing you know, you doing tanker videos on TikTok telling cats how to get up. Just spilling the drip. That's how y'all do, man. I said it. Yo. I'm sorry. I got to go to the crib. I got to get my setup. I had to say some real stuff. %90 of y'all can't do your clock. The other 50%, you know, Roberto Perez, you're now top of the cash app, knocking everybody out. Right? No problem, Roberto. He says, appreciate the gems. You heard me? You don't know how to drive a manual. You barely backing in the door. You're in the sleeper 15 hours at a time. You don't know the terrain. You're not remembering the country when you drive through it. You're complaining, denying loads even though you're not an owner-op. You're not making no freaking money, but you're online talking. Online talking. You're online talking. Yippity yap yap. Then when I go to TikTok, I see you fools and these 17 people in the live on there for 6 hours at a time, driving, talking about nothing. Think I ain't seen them? I seen them. Not teaching. Some do. I'm not going to say all of them. Just on that joint, chilling. Way too fry showing me love. Just riding, talking about nothing. Like you ain't committing a crime right now, looking at a live feed, reading comments, driving. With 12 people in the freaking total live, and y'all on there just keeping each other company, talking about sex and relationships and dating. Nothing about no money. Nothing about how to do the job better, just complaining about DMs and butt cheeks. That's it. Just trash content. Just trash content. Worth nothing. I said it. We gonna get $200 more to let people call in. What we gonna do? It's my birthday, by the way. Should we let people call in? We gonna hit $200 to let people call in? Where you going? Do we want to keep going or do we want to stop? Appreciate that, Street Smarts. I am 39 years old now. I am a polar opposite of when I started. I am smarter, more astute. I paint in broad strokes. I'm not here to give you a fake business opportunity. I'm here to tell you you're going to have to work. DeMarcus, I see you. We need 150 left. He did 50 for the call-in show. I'm here to tell you you're going to have to work hard. I would respect you less if you didn't. You heard me? I would respect you less if you didn't. Marcus Wilson, I see you now. All we need is 130. You hear me? I would respect you less if you didn't work hard. Why? Because I come from a hardworking lineage. I'm not interested in finding a way around it. Period. 828 people came through here. I got 120 likes. Happy birthday. Thank you, Steady Rolling. Another hundo before we do the call-in show. That's the link. Everybody get set up in the StreamYard. In time, you will notice the ill ways are not working. In time, you will notice the easy way is harder than the hard way. In time, you will notice there's no such thing as something being free. In time, you will notice there's no such thing as a shortcut. In time, you will end up back here anyway. You will end up back here anyway. I tell you what you're going to use to make yourself some money, to get yourself out of poverty, to get yourself a good credit score, to running like your job, and then I add some other stuff that is beneficial to your life. We do not need any more prosperity preachers up here in $1,000 shoes telling you if you wish upon a star, it will be better. That is not true. It takes consistency, persistency, and hard work. That's what it takes. Another $50 will be there, Devontae. It takes consistency and hard work. It also takes you driving down the street right now in your truck on cruise control, listening to me, to take a moment and give yourself appreciation and give yourself kudos. Quell Star, I see you. And give yourself kudos. Blair, I see you. Give yourself kudos because you set out to do something and you accomplished it. You should be proud of what you're doing driving down the street right now. You should be proud. You hear me? Pat yourself on the back. You got it done. Yeah, but nobody shows me the love. DeMarcus, I see you. Nobody shows me the love. If you need outside validation, you're going to have a terrible life, bro. You went and got it done. And 90% of people don't do that. You're seeing parts of the country you never thought you would see. You're learning a skill that will feed you until you die. You're help doing something patriotic for the country. You're feeding America. You're moving what needs to be moved. You're not hurting nobody. You're an honest working man or woman in an honorable profession. Way Too Fly sends me money and says, open the chat, Daddy. All right, I'm going to open the chat. Boss Lady said open it. So I'm going to open it. Here's the link to call in. I only open it if someone calls. If no one calls, then nobody wanted to call in. You're doing an honorable profession. You're contributing to society. Right? They say it doesn't matter, and they don't know how to send it to me both. Why shouldn't you be a top pick? You should feel good about that. You should feel good about it. And realize they don't want you to feel good about it. You hear me? They don't want you to feel good about that. They believe you're supposed to have fancy cars and stay up in fancy places. That's what they believe. And then they'll give you respect. And you'll realize respect from unrespected people means what? What does it mean? If all these stupid people give you respect, what does it mean for you? I know I'm touching a nerve because nobody called in. Nobody called in. Oh, well, the woman I'm trying to holler at, they don't want no trucker. Those are wrong women. You talking to the wrong women. And that's half of y'all problem. I can fix a dating problem right now. Y'all tell me y'all want me to fix a dating problem. I'll fix it right now. Just like that. If you want TB to fix a dating problem right now, fix it right now. Forget about it. I'll fix it right here. It's going to piss some people off, but I do it. I do it. I'll wait on it. You want me to fix your dating issue right now? I'll do it right now. I'll wait for you to tell me yes. Fix the dating problem, TB. I'll fix it right now. You're not going to like it. So do not come to me and ask me for something you don't want to hear, because I'm going to tell you. I'll wait. That's one person. I need more than one. I can't do it for one. I need more than one. They not going to like it, honey. Do I tell them? Eric says fix it. Screw it. He want to hear it. He ain't scared. I'll fix it right now. 931 people came through here, 140 likes. Despicable. So on my birthday, let me give you a gift. I know why. You come here, Sickman. I hope you got time. Give me a minute. I see you doing your thing. And don't worry about your camera. I'm not going to show you, but they'll hear you. Fix the dating issue in trucking right now. I'm gonna fix the dating issue. I'm gonna fix the dating issue in America for black people because I'm black, but it does apply to white too. If the women you're pursuing are the men you're pursuing, thinks what you do is not good enough to date them, you are pursuing the wrong type of woman or man. And the reason, appreciate the love law, the reason you are pursuing the wrong person, and this is going to hurt a little bit, maybe you're aiming at somebody you can't get. Looks wise, your belief in your looks are way too high. I'll give you a number. You're 5'6". You got a pot belly from driving. You're 5'6", got a pot belly from driving. You drive an old car. But somehow you still believe you're a high value man in society. And you believe you should have a 5'7", thin in the waist, Puerto Rican, Cablasian, Panamanian. And you're walking up to these chicks, or you're talking to these people, and they're looking at you like you're second rate. And instead of you accepting that that's out of your reach, you decide, I don't want nothing if I can't get what I want. You never thought, man or woman, you're not cute enough to pull that person. You don't have enough money to pull that person. You don't have the social status to pull that person. In the back of your mind, you know you ain't cute enough to pull this person. You know it. But you're offended at not being cute enough. You're offended at the fact you're not good enough for this person. So, I ain't gonna date nobody. And I'll just wait for that one woman with 10-level looks that can command a bajillionaire to start realizing I'm the one for her. I'll just wait because I refuse to settle. That's crazy that men are doing that now because that's a female action they did. So you're being feminine right there. You're literally acting like a girl. Well, I don't want to date down. That's insane. All men date down. You understand that? All men. You think the chick Shaq is sticking it to makes what Shaq makes? You think any of these ball player girlfriends can pull in $30 million? No, well, but they're dating down. Men do not go without vagina because 2% sector don't want to give them no butt. When there's 97% of butt out here. That inclination is feminine. Now, we flip to the women. You're a trucking woman, right? Yeah. So and so and so. Yeah. But you know, my preference is Chris Brown. Darling, you're not going to get it. It's not going to happen. Not from the truck. You're a freaking trucker. Your booty spreading. Ain't it? That booty getting big sitting on that dang on thing. And instead of you going down south and picking up somebody that like wide booties, no, you don't do that. You're waiting for straight hair, Puerto Rican hair, McGee chest tattoo guy to just slide over there and decide he like big ass heifers, which is insane. Because you could have slid through Mississippi and someone would have put something in you, but that's not good enough for you. Because you know when you talk to him, he doesn't talk about business. Girl, you trying to get your pussy beat. Why you care about bending right? What are we talking about bending for? You talking about beating cheeks and you bringing up business. And that's where the podcast comes in at. Because the podcast is telling you, well, you got to pick a man, nigga, so and so and so. And he got to be able to tell you about international Forex law. And your vagina is saying, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Your vagina don't care about Forex law. It don't. You're at the truck stop turning your nose up to all the male truckers around when you in your sleeper crying yourself to sleep with a wet vagina. That's insanity. There's penises everywhere. Have your pick. Not only do you have a quarantine place where there's able-bodied, hard-working penises around, but you're still waiting for Chris Brown to moonwalk across a truck stop. Why? Why are you doing that? Well, I want some money. Well, here's an idea, dummy. How about you just date good old Coliphus? Right? You figured out your lease, right? Yeah, but he don't know nothing about leasing. All you need is a driver, huh? Yeah. You just need a driver so you can team and make money, right, Jesse Bayman? You need a driver so you can team and make money, right, darling? Yeah. Pick up Cloephus that don't know nothing about paperwork, but he can drive a 700-mile shift and get some money. Hey, baby, don't worry about the paperwork. I take care of your little dumb ass. And he'll just cheese and drive through the night. They don't know no better. And 2 checks will go to your account. Right? Now you sitting up here with hard hand car lifting Cloefus, fueling your truck for you, filling up the landing gear for you, driving the 600, adding a second check to your lease truck, and beating them cheeks at the same time. Where is the problem, Stickman? Where is the problem with that? And Cloefus is happy to get some cheeks. And he will drive that shift. And then when you're overwhelmed and you cry, his big dumb ass will hold you. What's wrong, baby? I just can't figure out how to get in this hole. You sit right here, I'll back it in. Boop, back it in there. It's okay. You mad? Yeah, I'm just frustrated. And beat them cheeks and put you to bed. And you got 2 lease checks coming, which means, so let me do the math for you. Average lease person is seeing $1,800 to $2,500 a week. Can we all agree on this? Women, can we agree on this? Because you're watching and not saying anything. So that's $1,800 to $2,500, darling. Yeah, that's okay. So if you get dumb old Cloefus over here to drive that extra shift, you said he don't like paperwork, so he gonna worry about the split because it go to the same account because he love you. Right? Yeah. That means you'll have 2 $2,500 checks coming to your account every Friday. You'll be making $5,000 a week. And you'll have a man in tow. Comes with the package. And Cloefus is from Mississippi. He nasty as hell. He's sucking toes, eating butt, all that. He don't care. He just happy to have a girlfriend. He don't know what the hell going on. You can dress him up in whatever clothes you want. He ain't gonna fight you. You think this look good on me? Yeah, because fuchsia helps your eyes. You be all in everything. You be living the dream. What is the problem? Oh, but he has to be in business. But you said you're in business. You're in the business, right? Yeah, why don't you just handle the business and have the worker right there and just get the money? Well, I don't want it like that because you're an idiot. And that's why you're sitting in that truck and your pussy aching and you're giving it out to that dude that didn't want you 7 years ago every time you get home. I know that's what y'all doing. You going home, you letting that broke fool hit you. Then you're going to get pregnant out. Now you're sitting here looking stupid saying all men are dumb when you were near 3 million dudes that would have jumped on your truck and hit them cheeks. You're an idiot. Well, men don't want women on their truck because they want a whore. They're stupid too. What type of man don't want 2 checks? If vagina is more important than you getting 2 checks on Friday, we don't have nothing in common. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Let me talk to Stick Man because I'm pissing people. I'm sorry. Y'all see the cash out stop, Stick Man. You see that, didn't you? The cash out just stopped completely. I don't like what he's saying. I'm gonna stop. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Stick Man, I'm sorry. I'm pissing people off, bro.
Yeah, truth hurts. Pisses people off when you start hitting too close to home. That's all it is.
And you think that's a good, you saying, let me ask you, Stick Man, I don't know if you're married or not. We're going to go on hypothetically, right? So,
okay,
you're a single.
I am, but yeah, I'm here.
You're a single man.
No, I'm married.
Yeah, I know you're married, but we're going hypothetically. So if you're a single man.
Okay.
And you get a trucking girlfriend, now you're going to have to give up all that scattered butt. Would you take that deal for 2 checks? Or would you keep saying, I want to be in a truck by myself, give me the scatter butt?
I take the deal for 2 checks.
Then why are these people running around here single and trucking with all these available people at the truck stop?
Well, I'll speak from my experience because that's all I can really do. A lot of people are chasing the wrong person. They just want what everybody else wants. They don't want what's good for them. Like my wife, bro, ride or die. Like she come on the truck with me and she's just a passenger. She's not even a team member. But the way she puts in and she helps out because she understands she got to help out because this is the checks that's feeding us, that's taking care of us. You know, my wife, you know, the type of woman she is the type of women that most women don't even want to try and be. So I got like that special unicorn, and my wife, she always ride for me, you know. And a lot of dudes, they're just trying to chase off of looks alone. They don't got any kind of moral companionship, or
Mm.
I'm religious. They don't even got a spiritual companionship. They just got that skin deep kind of relationship. They saw him on TikTok, they saw him on Instagram, and now they got this person who has nothing more going for him than looks. And I got lucky because my wife, don't let her head get big. I don't even know how I pulled her. I don't even know how I did it, but I'm happy I did.
So you getting that,
But
and I've had my woman ride with me for years. So
yeah,
you get that truck still moving, hand you a sandwich life.
bro, truck still moving. Hand me a sandwich, make coffee. Last night, cause you know I'm a flatbedder. Last night, bro, because I was throwing straps wrong, my shoulder was all messed up. Came and gave me like an hour-long massage, bro. Like that's the kind of love that is selfless. And that's the
Yes.
kind of love. Look, I ain't gonna take it to a religious point, but that's kind of love you only get from a woman who got a relationship with God. But I ain't gonna take it all the way there. But that's that type of woman who knows how to be selfless for me. And like, bro, I'm talking like, dog, I finished my shift. I'm over here, like my shoulders all tight. I didn't even say nothing, man. She went ahead and got the crock pot cooking dinner. Said, "Go ahead, lay down, baby. Let me take care of you." And next thing I know, she's massaging my shoulder, bro. Massaged me till I fell asleep. I woke up tucked into bed and everything like that with dinner already cooked, bro. I'm not like I'm out here on the road living life like this, bro. Like when I was single and and I was home all the time, I didn't even have it this good. And now I got this ride or die woman who I don't know why I pulled her. I don't know how. Like, cause I don't have game, bro.
You don't
I
got no
don't.
game, bro.
I don't have game. I don't. What do they say? Not Riz. I don't have that. So I didn't. I didn't talk her up. I've been antisocial trucker, bro. So she started talking to me. It felt almost like a setup, like I was being punked. Like how's a woman this beautiful talking to me?
But see, that's the thing that I always try to explain. I am not necessarily a really religious person, or I'll say I do not convey that on my platform. But
Right.
what I will say is I relate back to my grandmother's teachings, which came straight out of the book.
Mm.
It came straight out of the book. And if you're paying attention, everything your grandmas and stuff is telling to you is religious teachings.
Yeah.
So when
Right. But that's the thing is, it's that selfless. But it's selfless on both ends, right? Because as a man, oh, I'm not trying to go there, but I'll go there with you if you'll let me.
uh,
Kevin Samuels wasn't talking to people like you and me. He wasn't talking to us. Kevin Samuels had a lot of truth, but he said several times in his teachings he's talking to white collar men. He always said he respected blue collar men. I ain't saying he didn't respect us, but I'm saying he wasn't talking to us. The type of
mm,
men that you and me and other blue collar workers are,
mm-hmm.
you know, the we want women like our grandmas, but we gotta want to be workers like our granddads were.
Mm.
Like we gotta want to be out there protect and provide. You know, a lot of dudes on these YouTube dating videos talk about what they won't do, and that's like, how are you gonna sell yourself talking to a chick about what you won't do for her? Yeah, I'll date you, but I won't do this. I won't, like, no. I open the door for my wife. She ain't touch. Whenever I'm around, she doesn't touch the fuel. I'm pumping it. You know, when it's time for bills to be paid, I'll pay it. But then again, my wife is super frugal, so she doesn't want. That's another thing
Oh,
for
you got a
success. You gotta get a woman
gem.
that,
You
bro.
got a
Let me
gem.
stop. I'm gonna talk about my wife
You
all
gonna
day.
and someone gonna be
Like,
looking for this fool. Where she at home, Tim?
yeah.
Yeah, it's nothing like having a smart, cheap wife. Nothing like it.
Oh man.
You know how much money I've saved just from my old lady re-looking at
Oh
how the
bro.
transaction went down and calling support.
Oh man. See, that's a keeper right there, bro. Cause like, man, I'll tell you, like my wife, I'm pretty frugal. I'm pretty cheap. My wife will tell me, baby, that's too much. And she'll like put things back and go and get a cheaper version, or she'll go hunt down a deal. Cause I'm a little impatient. I see what I need, I'll just buy it. She'll like stop and she'll Google around and look where we can get a better deal. And then she'll go and snag that up for us. And
And that's beautiful. And that's
it is.
beautiful.
And you know, we live a humble life though. Like
Oh my God, you're
we
speaking
live
the
a
gospel. Modesty.
real chill life. Yeah. That's where it's at. Like, we got a small house. We got an old truck that we use when we go home. We share the same vehicle. You know, we just talking before we even got on the live about going to Goodwill hunting, go and get some new clothes. Like we just chilling, and I think, but with
I
that, we've been able to actually save a lot of money in the bank because of that.
I go to Goodwill because I'm a flannel connoisseur, and I go to
Mm,
Goodwill and they give you flannels for $2. Perfectly good flannels, man. $2, and they're everywhere because nobody wants flannels. And I just
yeah,
put them
right.
puppies together, and I freaking put them in my coveralls, and I'm down. I got good shirts, and that's what I try to tell people, man. And they're also pre-shrunk too, so they're not gonna get small on you because they're used. But a lot of people don't understand that when you're in a Goodwill place, you're in there with people with money because that's
Right,
where they be shopping at. They lie to you and tell you they shop over there at Tiffany's. No, people with new money shop at Tiffany's and at the mall.
right.
People who used to having money, they don't even want the pageantry of a Nordstrom store. Oh, I need some new shirts. I go in here pick up some new shirts, especially for work. Come on now, we're truckers. We're gonna mess these
Yeah,
clothes up. So why are we going to the mall?
bro. We were just my wife and I was just talking about that. Dudes hopping out like because we're flatbedders, man. You'll see people hopping out in mud pits with Jordans on, Gucci shirt. Like, bro, you paying a whole lot of money to get dirty. Like,
Yeah,
I don't get it
it's still
sometimes.
it's insane. Juwop, I seen that snap you did, so I'm gonna get on you in a minute. Just chill. Yeah, because I seen that snap on your. I'm gonna put you out. It was on your passenger seat, and I seen 7 pairs of shoes, and I didn't know what I was looking at right there. But we're gonna ask you in a minute. Let me get these other people, Jew. We gonna get to it. Hold on, stick man. I gotta get Jesse in here. He been patient. I appreciate you, bro. Jesse, before I call you in, I just want to say when I say modesty, you'd be surprised how much money you make when you switch from affluent to modesty. And you'd be like, wow, I actually make a decent amount of money. You'd be surprised. Mr. Jesse, what's going on, big money?
What's up, Mr. Brown? You showed me the value in being modest and not being tricked by society and stuff and living for other people.
Mm.
So, like with my girl, you know what I'm saying? She keep me on track. I strive to make her happy and not other people. I don't do it for other people. I
Smart.
do it for her. When you do things for your significant other, wife and stuff, you live a whole lot better because you're not like fighting to make other people happy, which you're never gonna win that, you
No,
know,
never.
never.
You'll
And
go get a Benz and they'll be like, I wouldn't have got that color. Like, come on, bro.
yeah, and watching you woke me up to a lot of like crap I used to do, bro. Like I used to just blow money just because I know I'm getting more. I'm like, all right, I'll go blow $1,000 on this, $1,000 on that for just for no reason, just to make myself feel better about dumb shit, you know?
Yeah, that makes no sense. Because at the
You
same time, it's like, I'll put it to you this way. Your woman wants you. She lays up with you. You're in basketball shorts. You got crust in your eye. Y'all watching Netflix. And she's still sitting there with you. Yeah, okay. So she said, I like this fool with one sock with the hole in it, crust in his eyes, and that dirty shirt she keeps seeing you pick up off the floor. She
Yep.
still loves you anyway, but tell me why you would go spend all this money on clothes. Say, oh, because I want to look good. And the question will come after that, for who?
Yep. For something that's not coming. For people just to, oh, he's normal. Okay, he like us. Like for what? There's no point. And that just keeps them rich. That keeps all these stores and
Come
corporations
on now.
rich and stuff. It tricks you out of your money so you can't go
Right.
be independent and make decisions and stuff and buy land. Like you spoke about that. Like
Mm.
it don't makes no sense. It makes no sense to fight hard to live in a city where you can't afford to really live. You got to pay 2/3 of your paycheck to rent and then
Right.
figure out the rest. Like no,
Listen, answer this question for me, Jesse. Why do
yeah,
you think I get the amount of pushback when I tell people stuff like this?
because people don't want to believe the way they've been living is a lie. They want to believe that it has meaning, that they're doing it for a reason and stuff. Like I can't lie. I used to get mad at some stuff too, but as like I sat and thought about it, like all right, he's right. He makes perfect sense. Like you have no reason to like lie to us
Why?
and to tell us like buying all this stuff is the way. Like no, it's no reason. Just like the the episode you had where you was talking about the dudes who be bragging about the long nosed Peterbilts and stuff, like for a regular person, it's whatever, bro. It's cool buying a little Cascadia, trying to get a Cascadia or whatever,
Right.
and just running that because it's cheap. It saves you money in the long run. Money to where you can go do what you want to do instead of doing what these banks and stuff want you to do. Because at a certain point, you just gonna be working and living to pay bills and to satisfy them and not yourself.
And that's when it gets annoying. The truth is, if you want freedom, you would be grabbing your hand around modesty, because modesty frees you. One thing I learned about getting to my 39 is that I do not care what nobody thinks about what I have on. That was a burden. You don't understand how much of a burden that is, that you have to think about what you have on before you walk in a room. But it's like, okay, when I go home, I got to do that when I go home. That means you're hanging around the wrong people. If I have to go around a group of people and I got to worry about what I'm dressed, I'm hanging around the wrong people.
And people who really mess with you and care about you, they don't care about that stuff. Oh, whatever, he dressed, bro, he cool.
Because we're in here. The truth is, if you're trying to, if what y'all saying is true, this is if what you're saying is true. If what y'all profess to want is true, you would be super modest because you need bundles of capital to get it done. I'll give you a perfect example. You will see a person, man or woman, on Instagram telling you about, y'all don't know about generational wealth while they're weighing $6,000 worth of clothes. That's insane. Because generational wealth, you would need capital to get that done.
Yeah. And I know you done rubbed elbows with a bunch of rich dudes. I seen a couple of them, and they drive Hondas, bro. They drive Hondas, wear Skechers.
They don't. I mean, I used to hang out with a guy who did have a Tesla. He finally got a Tesla. And he'd be like, yo, let's go to dinner. We'll hop in there. A couple of the drivers will hop in there. He owned the company. And he would walk into this expensive restaurant he's taking us to. And he would have Ashy Hills Crocs, Ashy Hills Crocs, and those Walmart shorts and a big shirt. And he didn't give a shit about what anybody thought about it. And I would study him. His woman drove a Buick, a used Buick at that. And this dude has 160 trucks. And I never understood. I just kept watching. Because when I get around people, I try to figure out what's going on about everything I'm seeing. And he's just living the dream, happy to go. He's pulling out a car with a bunch of money on it, and he don't care nothing about how nobody thinks and looks. But then I turn around, and I think of my people in my circle that care about how they look. And they're maybe got $1,000 in the bank, but they got crazy shit on. And it shows you right there, your priorities are in a completely wrong place.
Yeah.
Because I'll give you another perfect example. When we're in Times Square, you see advertisements and billboards and all these LED screens, right? But if I was to go to the Hamptons, why is everything old school and quaint? There is no LED screen. Matter of fact, it's probably a law about it.
Yep.
When you go to Cape Cod, everything's old school and quaint. When you go to Nantucket Island, everything's old. So everywhere they actually live has none of that stuff.
None of the pointless advertising and stuff. And they just do that to create an environment to put pressure on you to go buy, to constantly buy, to keep them rich, keep their sales high and stuff.
And they don't care nothing about, they care. Dude, do you understand that Warren Buffett's children had to force him to get a new car? Literally force him, because he would not buy a new car. He kept driving around in a 2001 Cadillac, and he's worth $100 billion.
Lives in the same house that he's been living in since what, the 80s, 70s, or 80s and stuff.
He's been living in that house.
People compared to him, it's not big like how all the other billionaires' houses are and stuff.
He bought that house in the 50s. He bought it for $100,000 in the 50s, and he has not moved out of it. Now, you think about this. They asked him, Warren Buffett, why won't you just get a new car? And his reply was, I like the instruments. I know the instruments in here. He knew how to control the AC. That's what was keeping him to keep the car. It had nothing to do with flash. He just knew. So before he bought a new one, he studied for a month on how to use the instruments before he bought. It had nothing to do with flash at all. And then he went and bought the same version, new, same color.
Yep, and dudes, you know this, dudes. We only do the flash stuff just for females. Now that I'm not single, I don't do none of that no more. I don't care. It don't matter to me. You know, now how I see young dudes from my generation. I'm 28, so I see young dudes. They'll get chargers and stuff just so girls can come up to them. Like, you feel me? Like, what for? What, bro?
Right, and then they get the car stolen.
Yeah. And then as soon as they start walking and have to catch the bus somewhere, or the girl out, I'm finna go with him. He got a car. You feel me?
It's completely insane. Hold on, I got people building up, Jesse. I appreciate you for calling in. Give me a second. Oh yeah, we got to get on this person. Juop.
What's up, big bro? Happy birthday to you, man. Happy birthday.
We'll get to the pleasantries soon enough. So, Jew, I was, since you're in my inner circle, and you know all the people in my inner circle, I police their snaps. VNL knows it. She doesn't like it, and I don't care. I'm going to look, and I'm going to look. Because you put it out there, so I get to look at it. So,
That's right.
I go to Juwop's post, and there was you took it went away. I tried to show him all. I tried to snitch you out, show my old lady, but I couldn't get to it. It went away. There was your passenger seat full of shoe boxes.
Yeah.
Can you explain to me what I was looking at?
All right, brother. So that day I was in Atlanta. You know, I parked at the Petro in Atlanta. You know, I PC to Cumberland Mall, like 9 miles down the way. Now I'm gonna say 5 of those shoes. There was 7 boxes in my passenger seat.
Mm-hmm.
5 of those shoes are shoes I brought last year. So I worked real hard last week, but I changed, and I know that I changed. I went in the mall and only brought 2 pair of shoes. 2 pairs of shoes. I still got them in here.
Mm-hmm.
I went in the mall, bought 2 pair of shoes.
Okay.
I didn't buy no clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't buy no jewelry.
Mm-hmm.
I brought me and the old lady an Apple Watch, you know, because we ain't never had one, so I decided to buy an Apple Watch.
I knew you was gonna get that Apple Watch when you said it a couple weeks ago. I knew you were gonna have to go get it.
Yeah, I had to go get it, bro. I had to go get it. And I brought her some Dre Beat headsets, headphones. But yeah, only 2 of those shoes was brand new. Remind you, 5 pair of those shoes I didn't even wear yet. So I didn't go in the mall and spend no outrageous amount of money because that's just not who I am anymore. Remind you, this shirt from Walmart. Remind you, right now I'm driving and I'm wearing Crocs because you taught me about the Crocs thing a long time ago. I don't be out here wearing no Jordans and stuff like that while I'm on the truck. But as far as when I go home and take a vacation with the family, I might throw a little bit of something on, but I'm not about to be out there just throwing money away because I got too many kids to just do that.
Mm-hmm.
But I do that stuff, but yeah.
So basically, I misunderstood the picture.
Just a little bit, brother. Just a little bit. Just a little
Okay.
bit.
Now, see what I thought. That's not the excuse I thought you was gonna give me, because there was a better excuse you could have threw at me. You could have said, "Oh, 4 of those pairs of shoes was for the kids," and then I had to shut up. But see, I didn't know you was gonna take that angle.
But see, I wasn't gonna. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna just keep it real with you. We don't do no lying. We keep it real. We be honest. We be truthful to each other. That's the type of friendship and brotherhood that we build. You know.
I feel you. So
I wasn't gonna do that. And plus, the boxes look too big to be kids. Why'd you lie?
He said,
That's
plus,
funny.
I couldn't get away with it. I thought about it.
I couldn't get away with
You
it.
just came clean with it.
Yes, well, oh yeah, big sis.
So when you're have you noticed a change in your day when you're driving around in these Walmart work clothes and modest clothes? Have anything changed about your day? Do people treat you different?
Yeah, a lot of females, they overlook me when I'm dressed comfortably versus when I go put on something expensive, then it's a stare, then it's a try to kind of catch your eye type of thing. It's different, but one thing can I say, being in a relationship almost 15 years, I put my my woman through hell. I can say that I put her through hell.
Mm.
But as far as growing up and learning what these females really want, what I got at home, it ain't worth it in these streets.
So you telling me that you have subsided from the scattered cheeks? You're not interested.
I subsided from the scattered cheeks, and I tell you, I just been home for a 34-hour reset, and whew, it felt amazing. It really did.
To not have an
It
argument
really did.
waiting for you.
Not have an argument, looking at my phone, looking at my Apple Watch, nothing. I ain't got to worry about no message coming up. It's amazing.
Mm.
It's a beautiful thing. It's just so beautiful
Hey,
to go to sleep at night.
my old lady be having my phone,
Oh Lord, don't do that.
going through and everything, just waiting
I
on something.
really don't.
Don't nothing be in there.
Homie, we way past that.
Ain't nothing did there. Ain't nothing did there.
I feel you. Hold on. I got to get Young Buck up here. Give me a second. Quell Star.
Happy birthday. How you doing?
I'm doing no good, Young Buckaroo. Now, let's start it from the beginning. I talked to you about a month or two ago, and we had some discrepancies on logs. You were staying in the sleeper a little bit longer. I want to know, with you trying to tighten up the sleeper, has there been a change in your check?
I can't remember exactly when we talked about it like that exact same week. I think it was in like
I can tell you.
January.
You were staying in the sleeper 16, 14, 13, 12 hours. And you said, I'm going to work on staying in the sleeper only 10 hours, especially on drive days. Of course, we know loading days, it can be weird. We know that.
Right.
So have you been seeing money at this company? Have you been making some money?
And the biggest check I've seen was like 1,207. That was the biggest check I ever seen. So, I mean, it'd be pretty decent sometimes. Like, I mean, I averaging like 1,000 or more most times. Sometimes, because it depends on the loads they give you and stuff like that. Sometimes check might be like 933, or sometimes it might be like 800 something.
And let's put
average
this
is like 1,000.
let's put this into perspective, because I know you get money because that hairstyle ain't cheap. That's not free. So what I will say is this: how old are you?
I just turned 22 on the 16th.
Thundercat. So you're making between 900, we'll call that 1,000. You're making $52,000 a year to the account, which means you're making about $67,000 a year at 22 years old. I'm here to tell you, I am personally hating on you. Because when I was 22, I was not making that money like that. And what you understand is, if you keep focus and you don't hit nothing, you don't crash into anything, you run your stuff legally, you are putting yourself in the position to slide to a better paying job when the year is up.
Right.
So you can take those running skills and attach it to a job that will show you a $1,900 to $2,500 check for running like that. Because right now you're at a starter company. No matter how hard you run, it's not designed for you to be making a bunch of money. But you're going to put yourself in the position where you're going to apply those skills, and you're going to be like, these people paying me crazy amount of money. I don't know what to do with all this money.
Yeah, that's the goal. I've been trying to make sure my mental stay good. So, definitely, what I'm saying? Definitely making sure I stay good.
Did you buy a car?
No, I already had a car. Yeah.
You already had a car. Okay. I was trying to trip you up. I tried to trip you up just now. I just want to see if you was going to say you just bought a car or something like that.
I went home on the 12th for the first time of this whole year, though. I blew some thousands. I ain't going to lie.
It happens. Because I told you, that hair, that's a salon hairstyle. I knew something was going on. It wasn't like you went in there and got a facial. Like, you did something in there. But that's good, though. That's good. You go home, you relax, you chill, you do just listen. Yeah. I'm more interested in what you sign that is annual. You understand what that means?
Nah, I don't.
Annual is like when you get like a new car or a new house, and the payment key is payments. If you go home and buy some stuff cash and and no payments come after, that's not a big deal.
Yeah, I'm already dealing with a car payment. I don't want to deal with no more payments.
How much is your car payment?
It's like $475.
That ain't at these days, bro. That ain't bad, bro. Average car payment now is almost $800. So you're winning, man. All you have to do, and I need you to pay attention to this, do not knock anyone up.
Yeah, that's the biggest one right there. That's my biggest fear.
And I know it's hard. You out here, the biddies is only all the chicks your age ain't got no money. So I know you killing it right now. So you have to protect yourself, bro. You know, take all the steps. You know, wear protection. Let me tell you something. It's just you just have to wear protection. You have to do what you're supposed to do, bro, because you don't. Okay, your forever woman or the woman that you may run into at 28 or 30 years old, if you kept all your stuff intact, you want to be presentable for her. You don't want to get to her at 31 and you got 3 kids in 3 states. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, man, now you're thinking, damn, if I'd have kept my stuff together, I could have had kids with this woman who's a good woman. So you're trying to keep yourself whole. Ain't no wrong beating no cheeks. You're 22. You're going to beat some cheeks. But just don't make that mistake because you're a lick out here to these chicks, bro. Like, you're getting money.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm doing a pretty good job protecting myself, man. I don't be getting too much anyway. And like I'm out here trying to be a big boy pimping and like that. I just be really chilling though most of the time, like
Right.
you know.
And you ain't got no Instagram showing yourself in the truck. No TikToks and none of that.
I ain't gonna hold you. I don't even want people on my social media to even know I drive trucks. Like I don't know why I'm so much of a privacy, like want to stay low kind of person. I don't know why, especially if it's just people that knows me. Like I don't know. That's just the person I am. Like
that's
I don't
smart.
think nothing wrong with it.
That's very smart. I mean, if they gonna like you, they gonna like you for you. Period.
Yeah.
Don't be thinking you just gonna be getting 20% of my check. No. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man. So I appreciate that you took hold of what I was saying. You did what you're supposed to do. You executed. You staying out the way. You getting your money. And just understand, you're at a starter company, bro. Like you could do this company for a year and then go somewhere like a freaking car hauler company and make $300,000. Like
I'm trying.
It's that real. Did you get your hazmat?
All right. So all right. Just hear me out. So I went to the NBA, right? I took everything. I took the tankers. I took the double triple. I took the hazmat, right? Mind you, when I was out on the road, I was studying in my sleep, and before I go to sleep, I was studying. You know, I had all of them. I went home. I was home for like 3 days before I had to go to the NBA. Mind you, like I ain't gonna lie, a week before I went home, I wasn't studying it. When I went home, I didn't even go over it. I went into the NBA and everything and didn't even study it. So I only got my tankers right now. I did horrible in the doubles and triples, and on the hazmat, I was 2 off. Like to the point where through the last 2 questions, I had to get them both right to get my hazmat. And it was like some questions on the hazmat I used to remember, but I had forgot. I didn't re-go over it.
Right.
And I didn't get the hazmat.
Well, listen, bro, if you only have 2 that you missed, you're about to get it, bro. You're in there.
Yeah.
You don't even feel bad. You got all the time in the world, bro. Don't even feel bad about that. You about to be big, bro. You about to get it. You about to get your doubles. Because if you get your doubles in the hazmat, you can slide over there to Old Dominion and get $130 a year and be at the crib every other night. Easy. Yeah. You can go over to UPS and make $120 just off the cuff. You can go over to what's that? What is it? Ennis, darling? What's it? Enos?
Estes Express or
Estes.
You can go over to Estes. Now none of their drivers get under 100, and you can be home every night.
Yeah, my dad works at Estes Express.
Oh my God! This nigga here, man. I mean, it's hard. You just gotta hate this guy.
That's why y'all need some women in your lives. I can't even.
So hold on, stop. So your daddy work at Estes?
Yeah, he been there for some years. He works there, pulling doubles.
So
rarely 453s, rarely. Yeah.
So you a shoe in? You just slide on in there then?
I could. Yeah, I was on the phone like a couple days ago. I'm like, man, I might start the Essence. I was like, I don't know though, because I don't know. Anything that paid better, of course, I will move on to after I, get my experience. But
Estes,
I don't know where I want to move up to next.
You a legacy Estes driver. That is insane, bro. So, I mean, do they need a little bit of time for you jump on with them anyway?
I don't know. I was on their website like literally yesterday, and I was looking to see like what their requirements is. I didn't see anything about no experience, but I know you need hazmat. Doubles, triples,
you need doubles, triples, and hazmats to even get in. So, Dang, bro. Yeah, once you get them, you about to slide into some money, man.
Man, that's the plan one day. You know, I'm just trying to keep it. I'm just trying to hold it all down right now. I'm just trying to
God, I
try my
hate this
best not to
dude,
lose
man. I just hate him so much.
it.
I just hate him so much, bro. He just living the dream, dog. Like just living the dream.
Yeah.
Darling,
Right now,
hold on one second, Quill. What's your thoughts on Young Buck?
I think he's doing awesome. I mean, I would definitely try that. Like study and get all of the certificates that you can get, so that way you can use your father to just slide on in. That's what I'll be doing. I'll be talking to him now. Hey, listen, what do I need and who I need to talk to get in, and stop wasting time. Like if you got to plug in like that, go ahead and utilize that. That's your daddy at the end of the day. He gonna make sure you're okay.
True.
So let me get this right. You gonna be in the DMV making 135,000.
But what's funny that I'm just thinking about it. Like, see, this is why y'all young bucks need women. Cause like if I was your girl, I'd be like, why you not getting to the bag? Like, what's the hold up? And if I gotta help you, take the test and go through that practice round, like I know you got that little thing on the phone where you do all the tests and it tell you all the
Oh
answers.
yeah.
Yeah. We be doing that every night.
You ain't getting no cheeks till you win this, boy.
You're not getting.
No,
Yeah,
bro.
like,
Go ahead.
I was kind of hurt about the hazmat one. Well, I'm on them all, but I literally cause I'm gonna go home like in like 2-3 weeks just to take it again. Like I'm not gonna lie, like
I'm
kind of upset at myself that I didn't study when I went home.
No, you're gonna get it. Listen, bro. Here's the end of the day. I'm actually happy you didn't go straight to Estes because you got to see the country a little. You got to see the country a little bit.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's important. A little year is nothing in the grand schemes. You're gonna get it. You're gonna slide in there. You're gonna get a freaking union retirement. You're gonna have perfect insurance. You're winning, bro. And all you gotta do is keep your nose clean. Do what you're supposed to do. That's it. And you're winning. You're in there.
Yeah, I gotta be careful with this. Come to drinking too, man. I went home that whole week. I'm not gonna lie, I drunk every single day.
Yeah, I know. Listen, I know about the DMV, bro. I already know what the dangers is there, bro. I knew you was DMV as soon as you said a few words. I'm like, oh, that's Baltimore right there.
I heard that you.
Yeah, you're y'all be doing the U's weird. So I'm like, oh, you got some. If you go home too much, you get in some trouble out there.
Nah, yeah, for sure, man. I was this close to trouble so many times. Like, I need to be careful.
You gotta get rid of some old friends, man. They can't come with you, dog.
I don't know. Kind of blame me a little bit. It was the alcohol though. It was the alcohol though. You know, most of my friends do smoke weed, man. It don't bother me, but it was the alcohol though. Well, I gotta just be careful because like
that's your license.
Cops try to pull me over, and like I seen them trying to pull me over, but I had pulled over and I thought the car real fast.
You was driving?
Yeah, I was driving.
Oh, you are messing up, bro.
I took my homeboy to see a girl, and we passed 3 cops. Like they passed us, and then the girl, he knocked on the girl door. She didn't come out, so he's like, "All right, bet we gonna go to his house." And I told him, I was like, "Yo, I don't know. I feel like them cops waiting on me because I ain't had no front license plate on, and I got dark tints." So I'm like, and I was in an area where it's like it's a lot of gang like activities be going on.
Oh my God, bro!
I know they around there, like, yeah.
Listen,
on the way out the neighborhood.
Listen to me, bro. I want you to and I want you to listen clearly.
I'm listening.
When you gotta never go back nowhere near there. You understand that you have a trajectory, which means if you have to get a hotel when you go home, you should never be near that. And this is something. This is a term that I want you to get very acquainted with. That is beneath me. That's not for you. You have too much bright future. That's for people who ain't got nothing going on. It's like LeBron just chilling in Chirac, bro, riding around with dark tints for no reason, just because my homeboys over here. Listen, you getting money. Y'all want to see me? You got to come over here where I'm at.
Right.
It's that simple. That drinking and driving is insanity. And here's the thing that I know young bucks don't think about. Your mans can drive. You don't got to be driving, bro. Let them try to whip. Why you got to be driving?
My man's had to take over a couple times that week. I let him take over. But the thing is, they be drinking too though. It's just that they they not as they more in a state of mind where they could drive than I am. So I just let them take over.
Peep gang, bro.
So
Peep.
I know my limits though, but
No,
it's
no,
like
no, no,
still even though
bro.
you
There's no such thing.
even,
There's no such.
right, because
Because you have a CDL, bro. There's no such thing.
right,
He blows at one. He blows at 0.8. You blow at 0.2. You understand that point? That means that if you take NyQuil, you get a DUI because of your license. So the point is this: if you have to drive, you're not drinking. It's that simple. Now, me personally, I don't think you should be drinking at all. There's no scenario you can give me at this early in your life when anything can go wrong where you having alcohol to your lips makes sense. There's none.
yeah. I mean, I've been thinking about quitting. You know, I used to smoke weed every day. I had quitted that, and that's when I started vaping. I had quitted that, so it's like
You can quit
alcohol really
drinking
like
too, bro.
I be thinking about it. It be on my mind. It be on my mind.
It be on your
Definitely.
mind. Do not.
Yeah.
Let me explain this to you because I don't know your Instagram because you be hiding from a nigga. Because if I knew your Instagram, I'd be all in your snaps, and I feel like you know that. So,
Honestly, I don't even post on there like that.
right,
I just posted a picture, but
I bet not. All I'm telling you is this. There's no situation where you have alcohol to your lips. You are in what you call a danger zone in your life. You are at the point where 90% of us screw up. All you have to do is not drink ever and not get no cheeks. And let me explain to you why. If you have to be inebriated to have fun, you're stupid. And we know you're not stupid.
right.
If you are around friends that need to be inebriated to have fun, you're stupid. And here's another thing too. If your friend know you have a CDL and he sees you drinking and he sees you driving, that ain't your friend, bro.
Yeah.
It's that simple. Needing to be twisted to have fun means you're not that intelligent. Because I haven't drinking alcohol in 17 years and I have fun all the time. You don't need that. What you need to do is set your life up. Because if you get a DUI, you out of here for 4 years. That's a wrap.
And then you wasted your time.
Now you coming back at 25, 26 saying, man, if I wouldn't have messed up, you don't need to be that dude.
You one of them guys.
Right.
No one wants to
Yeah.
be them. All right, now hold on. I gotta talk to my old lady, and we gotta talk about you behind your back. Stay in the vein.
Pretty much.
Your man's.
That's your man.
This is your man's, dog.
Your
Wildin'
man's
for real.
Wildin'. Like, it don't make no sense. I don't know why people play with the CDL like that. It's a government credential. You're federally checked. You're federally vetted. I don't know why y'all play that game.
You know-
I don't get why y'all, stop smoking weed, stop doing everything to take the drug test, to be drug screened, to pass it, to turn around and go back to it. I would never understand that.
Hold on. Does your father watch me?
Nah. He might. I mean, I don't know. I gotta ask him.
What's your father's name?
No, don't tell me his name. I need you to send him a link to my video. I need your dad to be involved. Because bro, that's another thing I got to explain to you too, because you think I'm far away. You're in my area. You know that, right?
Maryland, you near there? I know you from. I think you say you from Virginia, West Virginia. Well, one of the Virginias. I don't know.
I'll tell it to you. I'll tell it to you very simply because you'll understand it. I'm a DMV cat. You're in my area. I know how to go right past Oxon Hill and get to Baltimore. You're in my space. So I'm letting you know I can pull up on you, bro. Don't think you'll never run into me, because that's not true. Because I have money and I will just send my truck to where you are and meet up with you. No drinking. No drinking. And I need you to send your father my video.
Mm-hmm.
And I need to eventually get in contact with him. Why is it that serious? Because it's that serious, bro. You should not taste alcohol for the next 3 years. You shouldn't even know what it tastes like anymore. That's
how long
how
have you been
serious it is.
driving, Quell? How long have you been driving?
Since October 6th. That's when I was in orientation. So like a week after that, that's when I started my training. So I started my first training in October. I got my own truck in November 20th. That's when I really started driving by myself.
Last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just
Wet
needed
behind
I
the
mean,
ears.
yeah, you got to take time to learn the job and
Hold on,
and
no,
figure out what you want to do.
We're going to talk behind your back again. Hold on.
Okay.
This your man's, dog. Your man's, bro. But you know why? It is
Why?
hard at this age to let go of dead weight friends. It's hard.
I mean,
I'll give
yeah,
him that. It's
yeah.
not that easy to do.
Well, it's hard to. I think what's harder is like, you do everything to get to the CDL, right? You get in the truck, you do all that, and then you alone and you got to perform, you got to rise to the occasion. And sometimes that type of pressure, that type of um standstill in your life, that volume is loud. And so you go back home where you feel, you know, familiar. You
Yeah.
be around the familiar people and it makes you feel good. It's a sense of comfort, but you're gonna have to leave that security blanket home. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to, like I said, if you're gonna do this, this is a career, regardless of how you feel about it, it's a career and you need to take it with the same amount of respect you did to get into it. So like I said, there's no tea, no shade. We're all young and stuff. He's
No,
22. I
bro.
think
It's
he's doing.
this is all love because I get on
Yeah.
I get on Star because number one, I'm hating on his lucky ass. That's
Right.
one. I know Stick Man understand exactly what I'm talking about. I'm hating on him. He over here
Yeah.
living good.
Yeah.
Now he out here, bro. Don't make me pull up to my old spot and come get you, bro. Don't do that. Don't do it, dog. Don't do it, bro. I'll pull up, interview your daddy, dog. You don't want that to happen. I'm telling you, dude. And I'm a snitch. I will tell on you.
Yeah, he wouldn't be the first one that always
You
like
not
comes
be the
up with
first one,
that.
bro.
Yeah, and they was
'Cause-
just like,
Because you and Willis are a thorn in my ass. I mean, I can't sleep some nights because of Willis. I know he going 100 miles an hour. And I just wake up screaming. You got to slow your life down, dog. You got time to sip and drink. Okay, if you're
Yeah.
gonna go, first of all, this is another reason why I'm gonna have a problem with you. You have money. You can Uber from where you drink from. You have no reason to be driving.
yeah,
Number two, you do not go back around the way. That's a no-no. No one
Yeah.
goes back. I know where my old hood is in Virginia, and I drive right around that some bitch.
you want to know who's your friends? Tell them to come see you. Say, yo, I'm stationed here. Come pull up and see me. And that way you pull them out that environment. You're controlling the environment now. And if
Right.
y'all do go out and stuff, is chill. Like I say, you can't keep going back there.
Yeah, you
You
balling
need
now.
to say, listen, I'm here now. I mean, it's passe. We passed that.
Yeah, we don't
We on
pull up.
molasses now.
We don't
and-
pull up. We go
Yeah.
go to the telly. So I'm about to give you a gym, Quell Star, and I know you're gonna get a lot of butt with it. And just remember, I need a cash app every time this works. I'm gonna give you a hotel name. Just shake your head because I can see you. When you go home, and don't tell me it ain't there because you're in my city. You go to the Embassy Suites. When you go home, that's where you stay. You go to the Embassy Suites. They got room service, security.
You can park the truck there.
You can, if you just have to drink, I don't want you to drink. They can bring you some Jadot Pinot Noir right to the room, and you can drink and giggle all you want to and go straight to bed.
Don't do drugs.
Poor people travel to fun. Rich people, fun comes to them. So when Shaq needs a haircut, he don't go to the barbershop, bro. They come to them. All those barbers and hairstylists you do, they have a mobile price. So when you go to the place to get your hair done and all that, you ask her, what's your mobile price? And let's say your haircut is $100 or something. She'll tell you, oh, it's like $220 plus gas. And she come up to the telly. You know what I'm saying? She do your hair right in the telly. You do stuff privately. That's the classy way of doing stuff. I don't pull up nowhere. I'm the Guru Pitka. You don't get me I don't come to your place. You happy I'm in town, you come to me. You give me the service, I tip you, you get out of here. Your friends want to come through. All right, I'm chilling at the telly. Woody woody woo. That's what's up. Boom. All right, well, we trying to go here. Cool. You get yourself black service from Uber to where you're going. Black service from Uber back. Okay. Wall Street guys do cocaine, drinking, everything, and then they Uber to where they're going because they know that if you accidentally get in an accident and kill somebody, you're going to prison. That's what happened. That's what the movie Shot Caller was about. This is a series. You have a CDL, which means when you mess up on the road, you go to jail.
Yep.
That is a criminal offense. And I don't want you to go to jail. I want you to get this money. I want you to live a dream. I want you to have, the girl you like walking around in the embassy butt naked. I want you to be living you could just live a dream, my nigga. You understand? You gonna live a dream, bro. You understand? I was in Vegas with butt cheeks. I'm from where you from, and I'm in Vegas with butt cheeks just walking around the room, bro.
Why am I on here with
I'm living the dream. And I could have missed out on that if I drunk and messed up my license, bro. That's how serious it is. And if your friends don't understand it, they are not your friends. You have to listen. You're not a kid. He said, well, I've known him since I was in high school. Or I've known him since I was in middle school. You didn't have the brain lobe development to pick friends then. That's why your friends don't match what you're doing now. Because if you were picking your friends at the age you are now, you would never even talk to these people. Because there's no way people are my friends and I'm not hounding them to get a CDL. I don't even understand how we're still talking if you're not getting a CDL. Oh, well, I don't want to do that. Well, what you want to do, Trefonis? Whatever some weird Baltimore name he has. Well, you know, I just be thinking I want to do something else. What is it? I don't know. Cut him off. He's saying, I don't want to stop living my lifestyle. You live like a monk and I'm not interested. We trying to have money over here. So when you go home, you spend the money. Uber Black here, Uber Black the cheeks to you, Uber Black the cheeks home. It's that simple. I'm not driving nowhere, getting pulled over. You know your tents is illegal. No, I don't have time for that. And when you get pulled over for illegal tents, it does go on your DAX score. Take it from somebody who knows. So you gotta understand the game out here. It's not a joke. I gotta get out of here. I gotta call some more people in. Stay up, Quell. I mean, he gets my blood pressure up, bro. Every time I talk to him, it's like, bro, you're getting me going. Stop. I want y'all to understand something about when you come to me. The only thing I am interested in is you doing better. I am not the friend you come to. Well, that's just me. That's not a good answer for me. You can ask any friend that's close to me. That's not going to work. I'm not one of those friends you can pawn off with that statement and you just walk out of the conversation. Absolutely not. You can do better. You can't be around me and do bad. Because then that goes on my conscience. There is nothing else to do in life but do better. You do not need to be drinking anyway. You need to get you some sanctioned vagina, so because that free range butt ain't for you. It's not. Get you a little girlfriend. Make sure she's on the freaking UDI thing and stuff like that. Have a ball. Do what you got to do. But do not mess up. There's a lot of potholes out here that's treacherous, man. It's treacherous. And everyone's trying to get you. Everyone's trying to get you. And it's so easy to slip up. I want y'all to think, man, when you come to me, because I'm a person, I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm not up here in the brassiere with my titties out, walking around with my cheeks jiggling.
Hold on.
Yeah, trying to tell you how to be a dispatcher. I'm going to teach you how to do dispatching, but before you see dispatching, look at my boobs. I'm not that person. Most people don't like me because they have not got their vices in order, and talking to me affects their mood. Because they know they ain't supposed to be doing what they're supposed to do. You're not going to come to me and tell me you're over 30 and you're still chasing butt. You're an idiot. You're not going to come to me and tell me, oh, I'm good, I'm a truck driver, but I still like drinking. You think I can't see my friends' snaps when they're drinking? I can see them, and they know I'm going to bring it up. So they duck me for 2 weeks like I'm going to forget, and I'm not. I'm not going to forget. We're going to have that conversation. I ain't going to put your name out. But you know who you is. I'm sorry, baby. He got me riled up. He does it to me all the time.
I let you cook. You cooking. I ain't want to get
bro.
nothing lost in translation. I mean, like I said, I rarely come up here. Like I said, someone like sent me like, hey, could you go on the thing? And I was like, whatever. I never come through. But when I do hear stuff like that, I'm always confused. I'm perplexed. Like, why did you do all that? Why did you go through the drug screening, go through that whole ordeal to turn around and say, I'm going to F my life up right now. Like, I'm going to test the waters. And it's like,
I was a young boy once. Oh, can I tell you a story? I'll tell you a story. I was a young boy once, And I know the pull of sweet butt. I know the pull. And everybody can say, oh, my God, man, you got to have a better mind. But when you're there with that amount of 21-year-old hormones, it is the hardest thing in the world not to mess up. It is. It's hard. That's why every time you speak to me, I'm going to bring it back up, because I don't want you to forget that this is something, because you can forget at your age. You can. Y'all really underestimate the pull of the vagina at 22. It's a rough pull for us, especially when y'all throwing it at us because we getting some money. Now, me, I'm old. I can barely handle you. You know what I'm saying? But if you met me when I was 22, oh, girl. Let me tell you something. Banged out. That's a fact. I was a bad man Majemma back in 22. I'm telling you right now. The wind blow, bingo, just like that. For no reason. You know what I'm saying?
That's why God works in its perfect way.
Oh yeah. God put a few in you and wouldn't care nothing about it. With no job either. I don't need no job. Screw it. She's pregnant. You know, man. But at the same time, I'm at a certain age now where I just let them know the severity. Understand how close you should be scared of that. The fact that you're not scared of that means you're misinformed. You're misinformed. Your father's working that job, which means, you know, he knows.
Yeah.
We want you to keep it together, because this sweet butt, and for the women, this tender dick out here too will get you.
Yeah, if you looking at juice snaps and
right, he got his nipples out. Like you be the messed up.
To take you out, yeah.
Right.
Literally.
Right. You out here. Stick man got the whole Arabian wolf beard. Now you over here trying to sell it all.
If you had plans.
It's over. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
The young boy out here is he's running my blood pressure up.
Oh man.
And I want him to understand, man, that you got to keep it together, bro. You can't slip. You got to keep, I prefer he stay gone, be honest.
I think it would be, or should I say, what he should, or what I would tell him to do, per se, because I ain't got no problem telling people what to do. I don't have that issue, but I would just tell him to consult with his dad. You know, he has a father that went through, you know, that regiment to get to where he is. And I wish young people understand, like, you know, we're all going to say the same things. At least good people are, you know, we're going to consider things like, hey, you know, you're young and stuff, but the truth is his dad going to say, listen, you know, I get it, you want to do this and a third, but he'll help guide him. And I wish the younger people today just had the belief in knowing that, you know, I know things don't look the way it seems, or things are harder than what it may be, but the truth is we all been there. Like that's what I love about trucking in general. We all sat in that seat. We all had to take that test. We all had to pass that drug screen. We all had to do it. So we know the feeling, because we all come from all different walks of life. So that'd be the only advice I try to give anyone. Like I've had girls come up to me and ask, how you drive that big old thing and how you do this and third. Like, girl, if you don't want no money, you know, I get it. Or if you feel like this is something that you can't do, that's fine. But if I can do it, if this person can do it, like we all can do it. They're going to have resources for you to get it done. You just got to want to do it. And I think a lot of people want to do it. And then when they get in that seat, and it's week 3, and they wake up in a rest area, and it's like in Mississippi,
and they musty.
It's like, y'all told me y'all was gonna have titties out and tights on,
and none of them TikTok chicks got that on walking through the truck stop, dog. None of them.
TikTok chicks be lying, yo. Like I had a chick literally walk in, she just seen me, and she was like, "Oh snap, 2 Fly," and you know, I took her in, she took me in, and I'm looking at her, you know, the eyelash sticking up off the side, and she looked disheveled, you know, like she just wrestled out the truck. And I was like, you okay? She's like, no, like, you know, how you do it? I'm like, how you do what? She was like, I don't get how, you know, you're able to get your hair done, get your nails done, do this, do that. I say, none of that is a requirement or a requisite to drive this truck. You got to stop adding stuff on the plate. You had too much on the plate. And she was just like, damn, like she was like, because she was just talking about my hair. She was like, oh my God, I remember your hair was small, shorter and stuff. And, you know, her weave looked like she had it in as long as I've been growing my hair. You know, just 2-3 years. Like, just, girl, let it go.
I'm saying, have you seen many of the TikTok chicks at the truck stop, Stick Man? Have you been seeing them walking around?
No, I just see old dudes, big bellies, and I rarely see anything that you see on TikTok. I've never seen it. Uh, if you follow me TikTok, man, you're in a world of disappointment. Because just the other day, you step out the truck, there's a puddle of pee right next to your truck. So
Yeah, yeah.
it's it's a whole different world if you're following TikTok, thinking it's about to be this Hollywood type lifestyle, and you get out here in a whole it's like a nightmare. If that's how
Yeah.
you thought trucking was going to be, it's going to be a rude
Cause
awakening.
like stick man, I'd be wanting to secretly like pull up to the fuel aisle, get my stuff and see them do a TikTok so I can admire it. But it's like a ET sighting. Like it's like I never see the amount of TikToks I see, I never see it in person. And it's like I run. Like it's like I'm like, is this staged or is this
Yeah.
real or
do you know why we don't see them?
what?
It's because they're dedicated and down.
Mm.
I mean, okay, but even by us being OTR, we're frequenting places too. Sometimes I'm going north south a couple times before I go east west. It's like the chances of me seeing a dedicated person do something, I should be able to see a sighting of it. It's so many of them. It's so many of them doing it, men and women. Like I
Mm.
never looked down the fuel aisle and seeing like a dude doing it. Like, I
Doing the
never,
dance.
like I'm like, I'd be looking too. I'm like,
Yeah.
well, yeah, like I
I
want to see
think
them do it.
you just drove 600 miles. You're about done for the day. You're not really even paying attention.
That's a fact.
By the time I'm fueling up, my mind's on parking. My mind, especially if I'm on the East Coast, I'm trying to get this truck parked somewhere. I'm trying to get maybe a little bit of food. So I might be walking past it all the time, and I'm just oblivious to them trying to
Yeah.
walk in slow motion out their truck and.
Yeah, no, I'll get out that truck, and when two people worked hard, because you'll see someone that give you that look, you look at them, you be like, "What's up?" They be like, "What's up?"
Yeah.
Like they know, like I just did 572 miles, man. Like I need something good to go in my life. I need this pilot that had them chicken wings ready to go. Like
do,
Yeah.
he,
do do do
you
do
know,
y'all think they're making money with having time to do that?
No, absolutely not.
no, no, yeah, no, no,
Why would
Uh,
someone sacrifice their money to do a TikTok dance?
because
because people are
attention is
addicted to
currency.
attention.
Yeah, attention
Yeah.
is currency. So they show up to that job every day. I've seen
Yeah.
women get on there and cut the TikTok on like a live, and they'll be facing forward, whatever, and just to be talking to people. They'll get up, get their stuff together, start like start their day and stuff. I'm like, so they replace going on TikTok with, calling your honey pop, honey, or calling your family and say, hey, I'm getting ready to start my day. It's like, it's just ridiculous to me because it's like you're forfeiting the money. Like we do this for real. We know there's no time, like it's just no time to get it
None.
done, especially how much TikTok wants content. TikTok wants like 4 or 5, 6 pieces of content a day. Your clock is crazy. Like that joint like the it's like, you stop it every 5 minutes to do a TikTok. Come on, man.
Yeah,
So yeah.
I hope.
Then the editing that goes into it too. Like
Mm.
that's
Some of them are mad. They're like George Lucas style. Like
Yeah,
this
this stuff is
dang it.
crazy. And my
Oh.
thing is, I never want to hate on nobody. I always want to just clarify to the world that, you got a TikToker like you watch. It's a guilty pleasure. I get it, but do not turn that entertainment into you learning, because that is not what's going on out here. And half of the time when I get one off, it's so simple, and it's just because they're holding me, and it's usually on the side of my truck, and I do it, and I just walk up to the camera and just go, hey, like an old head, and that's the end of the TikTok. Like, I have
Yeah.
no dancing
Well-
for you. I have none of that.
well, that's the thing though, is a lot of these people are making it seem like that is trucking. They
Right.
they know it's not what it's like, but they make it seem like that's what it's going to be like. So, because you get a lot of people from my company, Flatbed, we get heavy turnaround because a lot of people think flatbedding is going to be this super simple. They until you wintertime come around, you're out there in -5 degree weather trying to throw straps down. But the TikTok you were watching, made it seem like you was always going to be in Miami, throwing straps and hitting up Disney World right after. And then you get out here and they got you on the back roads where the road's constantly curving, and it's a whole new stress story. So I think my issue with I don't really have an issue with it because honestly, I don't really watch a lot of trucking YouTube. It's really just you and maybe something like really just you or Mother Trucker, but that's honestly about it. So
right, and it doesn't take up your whole day to do so. It's like these people are watching this all day long, bro.
All
They're
day.
driving and swiping
Yeah.
up on their phone while they're driving. Like they're just watching this all day long. And I tell people, if you're in the seat for 11 hours and you didn't learn nothing when you were driving, that is your fault because you have 11 hours to sit there and learn something.
Man,
Yeah.
you know who would have a good channel is the young dude you just had on, because he's so, as you said, you was hating on him. I hate that kid right now, dude, because it's like he's so far ahead of the game, he doesn't even realize he like making the money he's making right now at what 21 he said
22.
22.
He's in like the top percentile of earners in his age group, and he doesn't even realize like a 22-year-old making 67,000 a year, like that's beyond insane. And like if he could tell people how he did it, I mean, he might have ends in the game. He might have like because his dad was in it and something like that, but that's something that a lot of people could use to grow from because they see a dude their age who's actually doing it and living the lifestyle. Maybe not so much the drinking part, but everything else he's doing, like
And what
he's at that part. So sorry. go
no,
on.
what I find is that when people that young do it, they go to TikTok to do it, and then it turns into this show, and it's never anything that you can learn from. Is the question. That's why, like, if you come to my channel, I'm gonna get the truth out of it. But usually, when they're young like that, they'll do it and they'll just like do the dances. I'll see people's channel who have 40,000 followers, and I've never heard their voice. Like I've never heard you say anything. So it's like they don't really. And another thing you gotta understand too about the younger people, they're timid. They're not as outspoken as we are because they've been speaking through the internet their whole life. Like, you ever been to a cash register and a young person's there and you say, "Hey, how you doing?" They're like,
Oh yeah, super awkward about it and
Right, so-
everything.
"Why are you
But they
mumbling, bro?"
Yeah.
They don't stir your coffee. They just let it sit.
Baby, let the
was
coffee
like,
stir
I'm
thing
sorry, I was
go,
about to
man.
have a moment. Like they just give you your coffee, creamer sitting at the bottom. You're not gonna stir it. You don't like your coffee stirred?
No,
Yeah.
drink it like that, nigga. Get out of here. But no, Stickmans, I appreciate you for calling in. I can't be on here all day. I gotta celebrate my
Yes, sir.
birthday.
Hey, happy
Oh,
birthday to you, man, and thanks for all the talking and stuff. Appreciate you doing a good service out there. Hope you have a blessed day.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, thank you, sick man. It just always warms my heart to see how many people just adore you. I mean, I get to experience you every day, you know, and it's always dope to see. Because you know, I'm a fan. I'm always a fan. I'm
Is that
always
right?
a fan.
So when we get off
So-
here, I'm gonna go talk to you. I'm gonna say, remember you a fan, right? yeah. So yeah, you know what that
Don't do
means.
that.
Huh? Yeah.
I mean, I'm a special fan.
no. I want that groupie love. Don't do that. Wants that groupie love. Oh yeah.
Loving the crew.
Yeah, driving in the room, bro. You know what it is. No, I mean, I love all the love, and I basically have spaced out the lives for when we come. We have something to say, and you know, that's what's more important to me is not going live for no reason.
Oh, and wait a minute, I'm totally forgot about this. I want to address that phone checking stuff. Listen, let me explain something to y'all.
Here we go.
I check TB phone because TB be leaving money on a table. Like TB be having people that want to do interviews with him or have them like shop their products and things like that, or do videos or interviews and lives, and he'll just be. I mean, me and you do be doing stuff together, but like I'm past that. Like I said, you know, you're handsome, you're hot, you're sexy, you know. So
Oh, you giving up some butt tonight? That's what it sounds like. Sounds like
what?
you're
This is
popping
why-
off. Hey.
This is what happens
Oh,
when
yeah.
you get grown. So
Mhm.
you get crashed.
They in there dirty
Right.
whining. That's what they gonna say.
But yeah, I mean, having a significant other just helps out. Like I said, we're best friends, and but we're also partners, you know. And I just make sure that anything that's an opportunity that yields recognition for your talent, add to the bag. God damn, should be spending your money, and things like that. You
TB
know what I'm
Simpin
saying?
today on Nigga News.
you know, I just make sure all those things are handled. Um, like I said, I'm more behind the scenes. I've just learned to be that way, dealing with you
I just
because
don't be selling out that easy, bro. That's all it is.
you mean
IBA, I see you.
there are some times where it's like, should I jigaboo
Should I
this?
sell it
It's a
out?
lot of money right here.
It's like, hey, TB, I want you to advertise this company. They only gonna make 20 cents, but you'll make $1,000 a person. And I'm like,
Baby,
should I sell them out?
Maybe like
$1,000 a person?
they gotta frost them tips out though.
Oh yeah, immediately. I'm gonna light my skin, all that. Hazel eyes. Yeah.
Hazel contacts.
No, exactly. But my thing is, I just feel like it's too much work to jigaboo for me. Like I'm just like, come on and say what I want. And a lot of the people don't ever talk about how these deals that they offer come with morality clauses, and their morality clauses have addendums. So the morality clause may be my profanity, and it's like, next thing you know, I can't say nothing.
Yeah, no, and that's the whole point. Like, you're so necessary for the culture, especially for trucking. Your records play every season because so many people come in and they need to decipher through the BS, and so you being that beacon, you being that guiding light is so necessary. So, at the end of the day, like, talk your shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how it goes down. And I love it. Like I said, I'm here for it. You're still my mentor. You're still someone that I look up to.
You don't be feeling that.
tremendously.
You don't be feeling that way when I say something about your drive shield.
That's because that's in the moment. Like, that's after I didn't mull
But
it over.
you know,
Like,
I'm right. Because I'll wake up and be like, why are you stopping? And
don't
that,
be worried about what. Listen, I got
let me tell y'all
stuff set,
something.
dude.
You could be cut in half with those eyes, because I can.
That's my favorite line.
And it's
Oh,
like,
no, my favorite one is, but if you love me like you say you do, you let me do what I want.
no. Why are you stopping? Did you do this? Well, I can't do that. Well, you can do that if you do this. But I mean, sometimes I be tired.
No, bullshit. Because like you be sleep, and I be going 4 or 5 hours straight, like in the bed, like it be done. Shots are up, but then as soon as I stop or you feel it slowing down, you wake up like a grandpa. What you do? Why you stopping? Like,
Because
no.
you don't understand that it affects the integrity of our security when you get out the truck.
Sometimes I want a snack, bro. Like sometimes I just want to stop and get a snack. I want to, I want to spend some of these pilot points.
No. Just keep driving. Just keep driving.
This is no.
And the truth is, you don't want to run. That's the real truth.
I don't. I've been running with you for years. When you just going to say, you know what? You have proven yourself.
It ain't gonna happen. When I wake up and the truck's still moving and you're not in there going to get chips, then I'll give you that.
It's timing.
No, it's not timing.
No, you need the truck to run.
If you were running under my rules, you would see no truck stop during the day at all, and you know that. But you're like, screw him. He's asleep. I'm going to get this honey bun, and you're gonna go do it.
As soon as I hear that.
But my thing is, you could have pre-bought snacks when you woke up.
No, if you love me like you say you do, you'd have had my snacks like my Reese cup. We don't even need to go back to that. Yeah, you'd have my Reese cups in the freezer like I like them. That's what I'm saying. I love you way more than you love.
Come on, honeydew brown. You see what I'm talking about? You see what I'm talking about? That's what I'm talking about. The truth is this. You gotta run. Like you have to run, bro.
I'm a runner. Though.
I feel you. It feels good to say that though, but it's like I run on the sense of it being like I'm the one that handle the paperwork. No,
I'm the
that's
one
not
that
running.
pull into the I'm the one that pull into the shipper, the receiver. I unload. I back. First of all,
I'm running.
I'm backing up that. I'm a way better backer than you.
Yeah, but I'm running through. First of all, that's cute because you're not. But
I am
because you have woke me up because you couldn't get the truck attached from the trailer. Quiet. But like I
What?
said, I'm running it through the night. So that alone means I shouldn't be doing nothing but running it through the night. That's all I should be doing. Nobody
Talking about,
wants the night shift, Daggy.
talking about Tendo Beans. What you mean you'll never team with this energy? Why? I don't never understand guys with teaming with their old ladies. Like you need someone that's capable. She needs to, you know what I mean?
You can't slut out with your old lady though. Well, you think I be saying? I go on my phone, it be hot honey dips, hey TB, and my old lady I got 2 phones, and I'll see that I seen it before I seen it.
No,
never seen that.
I'll see it, and it'll say red on your joint.
Yeah,
I'm
it's like, damn, I read this already.
I be trying to say, unread,
Shit.
Marcus unread.
I could have erased the message and followed the girl, and she wouldn't have known, but she already seen it. Nope, seen it when it came, nigga.
I love it. I love when I see girls like.
Right, because I know I'd be thinking, what's the word? I ain't got no riz.
Yeah, stop,
TB ain't got no riz.
He ain't got no riz, yo. He
But
is riz
you've
list,
seen
you know
my
what I mean?
inbox when you first got with me. TB got all the riz, all of it. They try and give me the back.
You got that like
They try and give me.
Gaye riz.
They try and give me the cheeks, bro. Like that's a fact. Some of your favorite rappers try and give me the cheeks. We'll leave that alone.
Some of the favorite rappers I've seen their cheeks. I was like,
Oh.
oh.
Yeah. So my thing is, I'm not that type of person and everything like that. Because sometimes you'll see it before me because I don't check my social media.
Yeah. No,
So you'll
don't.
see it way before I do because I can go 3 days without looking at my social media.
Yeah, like I said, I really checked because you have had a lot of like I think what was that show? It was like the Tonight Show or something. And it was like, hey, we've been trying like he contacted me and he was like, excuse me, I'm just asking because I know you're on this banner and stuff. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. And I looked, it was like 3-4 invites for that guy. And I was like, babe, you gotta do better. Like
I mean, listen, you want the Guru Petco. You gotta pay me some money, man.
here we go. He tried to he's paying you money. He just needs you to confirm to use
I
the
feel you.
content.
I feel all that. But my thing is, I'm very apprehensive with the regime, bro. It's like I'll deal with y'all, but I don't want to deal with y'all. You see what I'm saying? Like I don't want to deal with y'all like that because I'm raw, baby. I'm to the point, and I don't know how to do that. That people want me to do, bro. I'm not interested in doing that because I built my shit on being 100, bro. I'm just saying what it is. I don't want to be up here like, hello, how you doing today? On today's so-and-so Jigaboo News. Like, I'm just not that person. I'm not that person.
Because TV got that, like you said, grandpa energy. Why are you stopping? Man, tonight can't stop though. See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all, man, that's why I like talking to y'all. Just keep running.
Run
like,
till you
like,
die.
She's like, nah,
But the funny
bro,
thing is,
get outta
she
here.
ain't sleepy when she's swiping the check. Swipe. She's totally
eyes wide open.
never stopping. You want to eat? I don't need food. Swipe.
I mean, well, I will say this: being in the truck with you, I'm a way better driver, way better operator. Than I could have ever imagined because the things you say are right. Like it's like, hey, do this or try this and things like that. I can't be like stroking your ego too crazy because your head already big. I don't need to add to that.
And here we are. What
you know what I'm
Willie?
saying?
What Willie? And here we are.
I can't be doing
This is where we are. It was worth it. Run until you're done. Enough said. I mean, my thing is like if we run hard, we can blow some money.
Oh, we be blowing some money. It'd be double checked up. Y'all saying double cheeked up? It's double checked up.
It's like your check 3, yeah. No, both of my checks 3, sucker. Like
then we be competing checks.
Yeah.
Like,
I did more out of you. You really I'm really carrying you for real. Like the news give me heads. But
when you tell the DM, yo, give me some more miles.
Right. Like I know you want to talk to me because she be slacking, so I get it. Like but my thing is, I prefer to, like I said, if the world was correct, I wouldn't have you drive at all.
Okay. And I know we've talked about this. We never talked about it on camera, and I'm willing to say it now. I've been both. I've been truck butt, in the back. You know what I'm saying? Cooking the meals. Y'all seen it. Fricassee,
Sweet
you know what I mean?
butt.
In the one hand.
And she got to give it up. You feel me? You got to get up.
No, but I've done that, and I've also have contribute. And personally, I think I am balanced enough to do both. So, like I said, you do take a lot more of the grunt work, I will say, but I do like to contribute. You know what I mean? Like I like to get up and know that, hey, I'm gonna finish up what needs to be done and make sure that each load is secure, make sure that everything is done. So I found my balance, and I think the balance is if I had to tell women now, hey, listen, if you can get in there and do 200 miles, 300 miles, but then, taking it to the shipper, the receiver, get it loaded back up, set your tandems, get it weighed, get it,
Right.
like things like that, where, like I said, you're capable and he can go to sleep. He can know that when when it's time to go, he can just go and you set him up that alley loop like that.
And give up the butt.
I mean, I enjoy giving them, but I mean, it's,
Dun, dun, dun.
I enjoy, I think truck sex is the best sex. Personally.
Oh no.
That's a whole nother.
I agree. Because you know what it is? It's leverage.
And it's sneaky.
Yeah, it's dirty. It's so dirty.
It's so dirty.
Yeah, it's dirty. Yeah. And that's why I say it's like, why would I not want to be on a truck with my old lady? I'm not a dude that needs strange butt. So maybe it just works for me. Yeah. But it's like, I got you right here. Like, I don't need to do any of that. Right. All I gotta do is run the truck. I get my money. I do what I'm supposed to do. And if we feeling frisky and misky, it can get drisky in it. You feel what I'm saying? So that's how I prefer to do it. You know what I'm saying? If these people was thinking, they will be pouncing on other truckers and trying to pull them into their truck and get some money.
I mean, I don't know why y'all are not doing that. Like I again, I don't have a dog in the fight, so I just sit back and I observe and I, go on about my day. But oh man, I don't know why.
They don't want it. They want to be free.
It's just weird. Like, it's like y'all already talk on the phone. Y'all already talk about what your plans are. You guys talk all day. Like, why can't y'all link up and get in the truck together? I just never even if you did it like a trial by trial basis. Let's just say
you know how much the JJ you're blocking me from?
Okay, but all right, let's say like it's trial based. Like it's like, all right, we know y'all out here, y'all going through the motion. Y'all go through women like it's crazy or go through men like it's crazy. I can accept that. Fine. You hoeing out here, you tricking out here, whatever you want to call it. I know it's new words and new terminology, so I ain't gonna go there. But what I will say is that why can't y'all do it like, all right, listen, let me see what you talking about. Yeah, I mean, let me see if you trying to get a bag. Like, cause a lot of people claim they like to get a bag, and it's like, all right, I'm gonna see. And then y'all link up, you know what I mean? Get in the truck, woody woo, make some money. Cause you don't have to be a true team. Y'all could just still get separate tracks. And I don't want to say y'all gotta like get married or get an LLC together and
baby,
do all
that. You're not gonna talk them into giving up the scattered butt. And that's the thing. People don't want in-house chicken. They want that free range.
Oh man,
and that's just
I can't have unmitigated just
free range.
I can't do it.
Chicken ain't got no shots, nothing. Just free range out there eating.
No
eating
antibiotics.
None of that. Just in the wilderness. Just spunky meat.
Nah.
That's just what it is. And it's like you're not gonna get them to give that up. They're not gonna give that up until they get to the point of maturity to where they see the benefit of giving that up. When you realize these houses you're passing by, that's a joint effort. Nobody's over there by themselves, bro.
Yeah, that's why divorce is ugly.
Because if you divorce,
you lose
it. So it's one of these things where these things y'all say y'all want, you're basically saying you want to be in a relationship.
Yeah.
Well, I want a boat. Yeah. They're saying you're in a relationship. So it's you're not gonna do this on your own. And if you do, it will be pointless. It will be pointless to go get a 4-bedroom house and just stand in the middle of it and look stupid. Like, it'd be dumb. Why would you do that?
There's been people that said they're gonna get a 4-bedroom house, 3 cars, and that's what they want, and you can't tell them that that's not the way to be. So
my thing is, those people.
My problem with you is you don't include everybody.
I can't include everybody because how? Nothing includes everybody. If that was the case, I'd be in the NFL.
But I mean, you could though if you really drive.
No, I couldn't.
Now the bullshit.
It's not. You're not making no sense. They're like, man, she's dumb as hell. No, it's not gonna work that way, bro. Sometimes you gotta understand, man. There's some sacrifices gonna be made. You give up something when you chase scatterbutt. You do. When
Yeah.
you have an inability to keep a relationship together, you lose stuff. There's compound interest to staying with somebody. There's compound interest. You get extras from being with someone for a long
Tendo.
period of time.
I think Tendo's a girl. I've been lusting on that yard. No, actually, I shouldn't say that. You might be a guy because I know we have a lot of genders. But he said I've been lusting on a yard jockey guy I saw in Texas last week. OMG. I think you should just shoot your shot at this point.
Right.
Now. Just
He can drive a truck.
yeah, like listen, you trying to get out of this yard situation, yo? You trying to see the world, Craig? Like you should just I think y'all should just shoot y'all shot and stop, alienating yourselves from other people. It doesn't make sense because y'all look crazy out here. Like I said, y'all all uptight, y'all tunnel vision and y'all driving crazy and y'all need to just go in, release.
Let it
find
go.
someone, let it
Stop
go.
holding
like,
it in. Let it go.
Let it go. It's okay. It's okay if you make a mistake. I think
Yeah.
that's where
It's
I'm at
okay
with
to
it.
make an
Like,
ugly face and come. Like you
Yeah.
don't have to. Man, nigga, let it go, bruh.
let it go.
Y'all kill me, man. Like, and then
Yeah.
I'm the bad guy because I'm telling you you're stupid, bro. You're stupid, man. Life is
Yeah,
too
life's
short
too
not to
short.
bust a nut the way you want to. Go on out there, get some money, bust some nuts, take some trips,
Yeah.
and live a life. You ain't got to be in that truck by yourself. You're in that truck by yourself because of you.
Yeah.
There's a few
For
cats that came up to you at the fuel island and you batted them down. You weren't interested, bro. And y'all in all of the Facebook groups. This dude's in your DMs. Y'all doing these suggestive snaps to get people to talk to you, and then it's going
Yeah.
nowhere.
I mean, I seen a girl. I put it on my TikTok. Like I seen her. She pulled up in the fuel aisle, and she was trying to set her tandems in the fuel aisle, but she had her tractor like kind of on an angle, and I was like, oh man, she gonna knock over the pump. I walked over to her, introduced myself, like, hey, I'm a fellow driver. If I can tell you what hole you need to be at. Do you know where you need to be? She was like, no, I'm good. I'll get my help from a man. I was like, oh, maybe
You want to type.
she think I'm trying to come on her. I was like,
Yeah.
okay. So I asked homeboy, when I went over to the second pump, like to, finish up my second tank, I was like, yo, do me a favor. Just don't say nothing. Just go over and help her and stuff. Over there, she said, no, I asked someone else. He was like, well, what the hell you want? Who you want to
Yeah,
help?
you're
You
not
ain't
the
want
man I
anybody
want
coming
to help
you.
me.
Yeah. You're not the man I
It's
want
like, Heifer, you're not trying to get that load done at all, you know?
at all. She
Jesus,
just wanted to
Joseph.
do it by herself. And I was like,
No,
yo,
I don't
ain't
help.
got
I
to do
don't. I
everything
don't believe
myself.
in helping women on the road. No, I believe in watching them suffer.
Why?
Mm-mm.
I-
They
you
would
are
have to.
so helpful to people. Stop. That
No,
is not a thing that you do.
no. You ain't never. When have you seen me help a female on the road?
Are you kidding me?
Nope.
I've seen you. I've seen people
Nope.
at the freaking thing. You like ABCFG. You should
I
do
have
this,
you
or
have
excuse me,
never
or open
seen.
the door. Like
You
are
have
nice to
never seen me
women.
do that. Now you're on drugs. You've never seen me do that.
I've seen you do that.
No, you have not. I know you haven't because I make a conscious effort not to. No, you have not.
No, I've seen you do it.
No, you have
I've
not.
seen you. I've seen you give advice to women. I've seen.
Yeah,
you,
that's if they ask me if I could have finished my statement, but you're a woman, you don't let me talk.
Oh, okay.
If
Well,
I do
yeah.
not help women unsolicited, you have to physically walk up to me and ask.
Oh well, okay.
But
yeah,
I will
granted,
just
okay.
watch you suffer in the rain. I'm not gonna come out and offer no help to you.
Okay.
You have to walk up to my truck. Excuse me, sir. I can't get this. Can you help me? And then I will help you. But I'm not gonna be just like, oh, baby girl, you need me to slickety slick. And I'm not doing none of that.
Okay. I mean, granted, like I said, I didn't see how it starts out, but I have seen, like help
Yeah,
people.
that's
or
because
give
they
people
came
that,
up and asked me, hey man, can you help me? I don't know how to do this. And then I'll help them do it. But I don't do it because everybody knows everything.
True.
So I want to see you suffer through it. I like watching people suffer. I love that shit.
That's my secret obsession, too.
I love seeing people think they know and not know. And
Yeah.
then when you come up to me, I love getting it done in one try. Pop. I've done that to you a few times.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, go to this hole and it just fits. And now you're in your feelings. It's like, yeah, it's because I know what I'm doing. I really do this.
But
for
secretly, in that regard, I mean, I just do that to, because I know that sometimes with men, you gotta be the damsel in distress.
No,
So
nigga,
sometimes
you
I
did
just,
3 ways and it didn't work.
Nah, I
Don't do
do a damsel in
that.
distress. I be like, you know what?
I
I'ma make
watch
fall in love
you
with me
say
again.
third
So
weight,
I'm
fourth
I'm
weight.
like, ooh, oh my God, did I do it right? Please
No,
check, right?
you
Like,
was
I do
mad
that
and
shit.
a champ. Tell them about how if you can't get the weight right, you go cry. Tell them the
No, I
truth.
don't. Go to the back.
Why is this happening to me? Tell them the truth, bro.
Sometimes I be driving down the street. I look back. I say, he lucky. I love his fucking ass. Yo, I can pull this bitch over right now and walk off. Like, lucky, yo.
Ain't no
like,
food in
oh
the
my-
streets. You ain't going nowhere. Long as wherever the food at, you ain't going nowhere.
You do be feeding me, though.
You'll be all right. The truth is, you don't know. If you don't know, you don't know. And I think it's okay to have me, baby. Yeah, what's up?
Sometimes the girl in me be like, yeah. Sometimes the independent woman, like, it just, you know.
But my thing is, you're not independent.
I'm interdependent.
You can call it anything you want. You ain't independent.
Child, like, here we go.
You're not
Here we
independent,
go.
bro. I don't understand. Explain to me
Here we
how
go.
explain to me how you're independent.
I gotta go.
I know you
Somebody
don't.
follow
You
me.
can sit here and tell me. No,
gotta
I
go.
mean we good and comfortable now. Tell me how you're independent.
I say that just to pluck your nerve. I know that. I am, like I said, I'm interdependent. Like I said, I intertwine with you, and I depend on you for things, and you depend on me for things.
My
and
woman don't pay no bills.
Here we go. Why do you always gotta preface that like
You
that?
don't pay no bills.
I gotta go, y'all. Bye.
I done try to get her
We
a
about to
car.
start it over
She
again.
won't take the car because she's like, no, I just like riding in your car.
I drive for a living. I'm living my soft life.
But I got a car.
Okay, that's what you men
it's-
like driving cars.
So it's like, all right, I'm gonna get you a car. It's like, oh no, you're not gonna give me that responsibility. No, I'll ride in your car.
All right,
No.
that's exactly what the passenger is for. The passenger seat is. I'm a passenger princess. Like, I drive for a living. I need a break. The hell?
I drive too for a living.
But you like driving. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not knocking you. That's your thing that you like. I
on
agree
now.
with you. I'm saying to you
I don't-
that
come
that's
on now.
not
Emerson. You see what I'm saying? You caught
driving
that.
is like a second thing to me. Like, it's like I do it. It's cool, but I'm good. Like, I don't need to drive on my day off at all.
So you'll refuse the car so you don't have to drive?
Am I wrong? Like, I feel like
I
I'm
mean,
not. Like,
Right.
no.
Feel like the covenant. Like it's like you what woman wouldn't accept a free car?
I know because again, a lot of women like to have their sense of or should I say independence in case, shit go left. So I understand why most women would say, no, girl, you should have a car. You should have these things in case things, don't work out. But I don't have there's no future vision of me going anywhere. So, I mean, I'm good and settled in. So I don't see why I would need
So you
a
just
separate
prefer to
vehicle.
scroll and be driven to where you're going.
I prefer to have it where I call you, hey babe, come pick me up, and you come pick me up. And the pageantry of me saying, that's my man, thank you to my man, and I get in the car and I put on my seatbelt and I go. I enjoy it. I have no problem.
That is so ignorant.
How is that ignorant?
It's just ignorant, bro. It's
Is
like
it?
you could just drive your car. Like I could have been got you a car. I've been
No.
trying to buy you a car for 4 years, and you say no every time. Nah, I'm
No,
good.
Yeah, no. Ever since the Audi, I've just been like, nah, I'm good.
So if I got you an Audi, you would take it.
Nah, I wouldn't take it.
I'm about to set your ass up.
A bonus round.
It's a nice
Yeah.
Audi I seen over there. I was gonna
Yeah,
smooth
no,
scoop
I
that
wouldn't do
bitch.
that.
There you go.
No.
Deal with it, nigga.
No. I'm
there's
I'm completely cool with you picking me up, taking me. I like feeling that way. I like being in that role. That's
I mean, hey, like I said, it doesn't really matter to me. I just try to make a person feel secure. But if you feel secure already, then hey, man, you're good. I keep
Yeah,
the money
no,
in my
I'm
pocket,
secure.
but I just try to make a person feel secure. And some people like having a car. If you don't need a car, because you don't need a car. You don't. Need
I
a
don't.
car.
I mean, I would not even add that to our items that we have. Like, it's just not. It's not a necessity. I truly don't
I want
go
a minivan.
anywhere.
Though. I do want a minivan.
Yeah, I know you said that.
I want
But-
a Honda Odyssey, and I want to leave it at a separate terminal.
I think, like I said, I know a lot of women, like I said, they would say, "Oh no, that's crazy." But the truth is, no, it's I don't put unnecessary things into our lives. So it's nice to have, but at the same time, like I said, like you picking me up, I enjoy that. I enjoy, sending the text, sending the back signal out. You come, what I'm saying, vroom vroom in the big old truck, and I gotta scurry over and hop in there and get in. I enjoy all that. Made me feel like a woman. So
That's a mess. Well, I mean, you heard it yourself, people. She don't want a car, bro.
I don't want no car. I'm good,
You
y'all.
don't want a car. She won't be driven to the Chick-fil-A.
Absolutely.
faster, I say. Like she's not interested
Absolutely.
in turning and parking nothing unless she's getting paid for it. And I
That's
feel
a
that.
fact.
But like I
Yeah.
said, that's the beautiful thing because some things aren't needed. You know what I mean? Like I don't have anything you can't touch. I don't have that where you don't do the separate thing. Like this is all
Yeah,
one.
yeah, no. I mean, like I've taken the car, like I said, you like, hey, here's a car, take it and stuff like that. But as far as me having it, like I said, no, I'm good. Like I said, I just evaluated our lives and said, where would that fit? Like, I don't see where it would fit. I
What,
don't
you going to
see.
get an oil change for your own car? You don't know where that fits.
I'm not. I mean, like I said, I don't do boy stuff. Like I'm sorry. Like, it's like I don't like it. Like
You
I'm
having a
not.
tire problem?
Oh
You don't
my
see where that
God.
fits.
When that stuff comes up,
I'll tell y'all where
I take
this.
a picture.
I'll tell y'all where
It's like,
this comes from. So when I first met my old lady, she had an Audi A6, totally decked,
here we
$50,000
go.
car. I was just talking to her on the phone and stuff, and I told her, where you living at, you go on down to that man down there and get you a Subaru. She calls me the next day and says she has an Audi Quattro.
I'm gone. I'm gone.
I
You are-
almost blocked her number. I had to sit and think, like, I wanted them cheeks first. So I was like, I ain't gonna do that. But if I didn't want them cheeks, I would have definitely blocked the number because it was like, I told you not to get. I told her that. I told you not to get that car. I told you what car to get. And she's thinking, nigga, I get whatever fucking car I want to get. I said, okay, cool. 6 months passed by, and it's like, all right. I said, look, we've been talking for 12 months at this time. I ain't hit the cheeks in 12 months. We talked on the phone only. Then I was like, all right, I'm about to come away and holler at you. You hear me? I get in the car. The windshield wipers is just smearing shit across the windshield. Across the windshield. So I take her. I don't care. They can still see your picture.
Oh,
I take her. I said, so now you're about to learn a lesson. And she was like, well, I mean, I'll just go buy some more. I said, okay, cool. Let's go up there. I'm going to get you some. I'm going to take you up there. Now, since you got the car, I told you not to get it. I'm not going to help you with this at all. We go to the place. I tell the guy, tell her how much windshield wipers is for that car. The dude's like $119. This is for one windshield wiper. You can see her spirit leave. It was just like, oh my God. So I said, it's cool. The things they're going to tell her how much a pair of tires are. Tell her how much brakes are. I said, no, he wouldn't tell us the brakes. I said, tell her how much a headlight is. He was like, $250. She said for both. He's like, no, for one. Then I was like, tell her how much the brakes are. And he was like, look, man, she's cute. Dude, what are you doing? She's cute, man. You got to pay your way. You know what I'm saying? He's like, look, man, she's cute. We have to get it at. The brakes were $3,500, by the way. She was totally destroyed. And I said, didn't I tell you? I told your ass to go over there and get a Subaru. And you didn't do it.
I didn't want no Subaru.
If she would have went and got that Subaru, she would have that Subaru right now. But she didn't listen. And she took that as, I'm never getting a car again.
That's not true. I took it as it being, like I said before, like I don't go anywhere, so I don't really need to be having a car because it's just an added expense. Like I don't need to have it. It was just that simple, like straight up.
Yeah, whatever lie you want to say. This is what we're gonna do next, y'all. I'm gonna be doing some stepping. So I'm definitely gonna do me some stepping and stuff. I don't know if I'm gonna post it or not because I know y'all don't care about stuff like that.
You about to step? I'm already set up.
Yeah, I'm gonna do me some stepping and everything, and try to get me some stepping in, and just enjoy the rest of my day, man. I appreciate y'all for showing love on my birthday. I do. I don't really celebrate it like that, but Mole let me know that people do celebrate birthdays. Let them be a part of it. And I came on here to talk to y'all. I love y'all. I want y'all to do better. I want y'all to do drugs. I want y'all to drink alcohol. I want y'all to do better.
Always.
And not because I'm telling you I live by what I'm saying. So the friends that get close to me are pleasantly surprised that there's no alcohol. We don't do that. We do better. Live modest. Do what you're supposed to do. Love your mom. Love your Sharon. And try to do better. I'm outie 5 outie. Forget about
Let
it.
your man drive you around. Bye,
Or buy the
y'all.
car that you were supposed to